our theme for today. It says the Zero to Giant Conference. So what I'm going to do is, when I say EKITI Middle Economy Conference, you respond with the Zero to Giant Conference. Do we understand? Please walk with me. Sorry about that. Please do walk with me today. We are young and vibrant. Let's not act like we're in our 80s. Even the people who are going to be in their 80s that will be sitting in this auditorium are going to be very vibrant, I tell you. So let's get our phones. All right. Are we ready? When I say EKITI Middle Economy Conference, you say what? When I say EKITI Middle Economy Conference, you say what? All right, I'm going to make a selfie with you. Can we be on our feet, please? Selfies are better when we're standing. All right. We're going to do this together. So I want to capture you in my video. You might want to capture people in your video, okay? So are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? EKITI Conference. EKITI Middle Economy Conference. If you're not here, you're doing what? If you're not here, you are doing what? All right. Thank you very much. Can you please put your hands together for yourself? Put your hands together for yourself. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you want to take out my mic? Check. Sound check, sound check. All right. Thank you very much. Better. Can we put our hands together for ourselves? All right, you're welcome once more to this event. Please, I can see that some of our panelists and our keynote speakers are seated behind, and I'm not sure why. I will either call your name or plead with you to come forward. I think I might end up calling our names. Please, if you're part of our panelists, kindly make your way forward. I can see our panelists seated behind. We need you to make your way forward. All right. Today we're going to be having one of our speakers in person of Barrister Toyosi Ayolesor speaking today. Please, Mr. Barrister Toyosi, if you're here, kindly find your way forward. We would also be listening to Rev Tunde Afe. I don't know if he's here. Please kindly make your way forward. Toby Akomolafe will be speaking with us today. I don't know if you're here. I need you to kindly make your way forward. We have with us today a tech guru, a friend and a brother in person of Opeyemi Afolayan, aka Oprayo. Can you please put your hands together for Oprayo? Please make your way forward. Let's have you in front. Chief Kola Akoshile would be speaking with us today. I think he's not here yet. Moyosore Opeyemi would be speaking with us today. I don't know if he's here. Oh, he's here. Can we please put our hands together for Moyosore? Thank you very much. God bless you. All right. We're going to have these guys speak with us today. Now, before we get into the event proper, it is only right for us to hear from the brain behind this event. I'm talking about the individuals who have successfully put in the work and have identified a unique problem. And that is why the EKITI Middle Economy Conference has been put together. We will both reflect and buttress on a constant issue that has affected a lot of innovators, entrepreneurs all over Africa, especially our beloved country, as we look forward to bringing change and working ways to provide solution to the ever-increasing number of youths who are unemployed. It is to this end that this event has been put together. Today, We will leverage on the human capital this conference will be giving us, and we would leverage on the connection that it will provide to us. But to get more details and information about the reason why we're gathered here today, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite on stage the project lead, the possible platform. He is also the brain behind this event. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if your hands are not so busy, help me make welcome Icon Kadri Olawale. You can do better. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Icon Kadri Olawale, and it's a privilege meeting and connecting with all of you today. So it's a privilege meeting and connecting with all of you today. The EKITI Economic Conference is a conference that was born out of our passion, our avowed passion to improve the human capital of young people in Ekiti State, to have the capacity to make wealth and reduce the circle of poverty in Ekiti State. And why are we doing this? We are doing this to give back to Ekiti State because we know that Ekiti State is reputed to be a civil service state. And we believe the youth has the capacity to change that narrative and make Ekiti State a state reputed for industry and commerce, for entrepreneurship, for IT, for technologies, for blockchain, for biotechnology. And that is why we put this event together, to bring young minds together and give them the necessary training they need and the empowerment to start from point zero and build a giant company that is sustainable. And that is why we are here today. And that you find yourself here today is a privilege, because there are two things that will happen here today. By the time you are leaving this place, you are not living the same way you came. Those of you that doesn't have business yet, the business idea you can start from point zero and build a sustainable business will drop. And you are going to run with it. And for those of us that already have a running business, you are going to have a different perspective to running a 21st century profitable businesses, from the reputable panelists, reputable speakers that are making success in diverse industries that we have brought to this event. So I want to congratulate you for coming. This event was put together by the Possible Platform. The Possible Platform it's a platform built to reawaken the possibility mindset of young people towards making success for themselves and for their society. And we have a team of wonderful people working together with me at the Possible Platform. I have Barrister Benedict Akinyemi. Benedict Akinyemi handles all our legal documents. He handles partnership, and is a barrister with Femi and Femi Falana Chambers. Benedict, if you are here, please kindly. Okay. Also, Benedict is standing right there. Thank you very much. You can come to the front. Barrister Akinyemi, find your way somewhere here. Another member of the team is Ayodele, popularly known as AY Nigeria. Is the lead of our media team. He is unavoidably absent today, but he has contributed immensely to what we are doing here today. So I want to thank you, all the team members, for putting this together. Your days of sleepless nights is manifesting this wonder here today. So I want to thank all our partners that partnered with us to make this event a great one. Esther Marie's Concepts, they are our major partner in this event. I want to say thank you to Esther Marie's, and I encourage all of you to see what they are doing at Esther Marie's and take advantage of whatever that will be of advantage to you at what they do at Esther Marie's. The Colossus Lagos, I want to say thank you. Millionaire Academy, I want to say a very big thank you. I want to say a very big thank you to the law. I want to say a very big thank you to HopNet Homes and Properties. I want to say a very big thank you to CSI Corporate Swags International. I want to say a very big thank you to Hakumen's Place. I want to say a big thank you to 360 Technical Partner, the Attendant, and the Macodef. I want to say a very big thank you to you. Media Vaccine, and so many partners that are part of this event in reality. I don't have really much to say because I have come here to only connect young people with the right source of information. Just like you are sitting down to learn, myself will also sit down to learn at the table of these giants we are bringing to speak with us. So today, apart from just learning, we are committed to your empowerment. In that regards, some of you will be getting internet Wi-Fi to aid your business. Some of you will be getting mobile phones. Some of you will be getting commitment from one of our partners to develop websites for free of charge for businesses that need websites. Some of you will be getting free web hosting and free domain name for the businesses that needs domain name and web hosting. And also, some of you that need physical offices to do your business as your business address, I am sure there is going to be about 2. The Akumen Place will be offering us 50% discount of their workspaces they have in their office. They will give us 50% discount. And what do you gain from their workspace? You are going to be getting 10 gigabytes of data every month. You are going to be getting 24/7 electricity. You are going to be getting access to use the front desk officer, and you are going to be getting security. It's a co-working space, so they will give you a space where you can do your business. So there are a lot for us to gain today, but I don't want you to concentrate on the physical item you may gain. I want you to concentrate on the capacity that will be dropped from all the speakers. Those are things you need for sustainable business. Now, somebody bought the internet Wi-Fi we want to give to you. Somebody bought 10. The person was able to buy 10 because he has a business that could give him that money. So if you listen so carefully and get what you need to get to start your business or to improve your business, maybe by next year when we are doing it, you are not going to be getting anything. You are going to be supporting us with whatever we want to distribute for that year. So it is important to know that the most important thing you will get from this conference is not the palliative, it's not the free gift you want to give. It is the content of the message that our speakers and our panelists will be dropping as the event continues. Let me especially recognize my friend who flew all the way from London, United Kingdom, to give us the moral support here today and to support me personally, Dr. Nii. Thank you very much. Dr. Nii Omoyajo, are you here? Okay, Dr. Nii Omoyajo, thank you very much. He flew from London yesterday to just be part of this, and I want to say very, very thank you. And to all our speakers, I want to say a very big thank you to you. Reverend Afe is our father. He has done a lot for young people in EKITI State. He's here live and direct. I want to say a very big thank you to you, Daddy. I met him once, and we had a chat for about 5 minutes, and since then, he has ever been very, very supportive. Another person I want to thank specially is Mr. Isaac. Mr. Isaac gave us the office we were using for situation office in Ado Ekiti, free of charge. He has done a lot for so many young people in Ekiti State. I want to say very thank you. My friend Oprayo, Barrister Toyosi, my brother. All of our speakers, UpNet, thank you very much. And thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.
All right. Can we please put our hands together for the convener? Icon, Kadri, Olawale. Okay, so who else got their minds blown by all that is in place to help encourage you? So it's not just about, yeah, please do that. Put your hands together. Again, we're getting better at this empowerment journey. Gone are the days where you put a conference together and you just bring people to sit down and talk. Beyond that, the possible platform is saying, we're not just saying, come and sit down and gain knowledge. We're telling you that we are also going to make efforts in empowering you the little way that we can, okay? Let's put our hands together once more for the possible platform. And while the convener was speaking, we had one of our keynote speakers who would also be on a panel session working. I haven't met him in person. This is my first time, but I've heard a lot about him. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the pastor, House of Faith Christian Center, the managing director, Motion Zone Farms. Please help me put your hands together for Reverend Sunday Affair. We're glad to have you here, sir. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take one or two goodwill messages. And I'm going to start with the convener's friend who came all the way from London, the United Kingdom, to come give moral support. Please help me make welcome Mr. Nee. Can you please put your hands together for Mr. Nee as he gives us a goodwill message today. You can do better. Continue. Thank you.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Dr. Olani Yomayajuwo. This is a goodwill message to everyone. We all know the reason why we are here. We are here to network. We are here to meet new faces. We are here to share ideas. We are here to discuss about the difficulties that is facing the economic development of the state. And we certainly know that EKITI State is a virgin, like I usually call it. It's a virgin economy whereby there is so much to be done within EKITI. EKITI has its own, and the only way we could grow is for us to bring out that capability that is inbuilt in us. It's for us to bring it out and explore every venture within the state. So many people would think it's not possible. I've been there, I've seen it, I grew up in EKITI, I schooled in EKITI. But certainly, I'm saying good things about EKITI, and I believe EKITI is going to be there. So on behalf of the conveyor, I'm going to say a welcome to everyone that has come in from far and abroad and are really hoping for a positive program today. And at the end of today, we will be smiling and be saying, our time spent here, it's worth it. Welcome once more. Welcome and enjoy the program.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nee. Please put your hands together for Dr. Nee. Precise, straight to the point. All right, before I call in our next goodwill message representative, right? I'd like to acknowledge one of our panelists who just walked in. He's the National Vice President, Nigeria Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines, and Agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me put your hands together for Chief Kola Akoshile. We're glad to have you here, sir. I would also love to recognize a friend and a brother seated in this auditorium today. He's the Special Advisor to the Governor on Digital Economy. Please help me put your hands together for Tiwa Omokwe. Thank you very much. We're glad to have you here. Thank you for coming. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would love to also get another goodwill message from the President, All African Student Union, from Mr. Osisiogo Osikenyi. Can we please put our hands together for him? Mr. Osikenyi, are you here? Okay, please continue. He's on his way. Mr. Osikenyi, are you here? Okay. I think he's not here just yet. Would move forward. We would love to take a goodwill message from Mr. Isaac Adekunle Ojo. He's the CEO of Project 160,000 Entrepreneurs. Can we put our hands together for Mr. Adekunle? If you don't know Project 160,000 Entrepreneurs, you've not been making research as an innovator. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I want to appreciate the organizer of this program. And I want to tell you quickly, because I have just few minutes. You are here to learn. Please put your heart together. Concentrate your heart to be here. You can move from zero to giant. And you are not expected to allow your background to put your back on the ground. It is obvious that Nigeria looks somehow at the moment. But notwithstanding, in this country, a lot of people are making it. And they are even making it big in the area of entrepreneurship. It is obvious now that all those white-collar jobs are no more there. You know, graduating, getting a job has become, things of the past. Now, have to create jobs for yourself. And when we are talking of creating jobs, we are talking of entrepreneurship. And when you are about to do this, the most important thing for you to do is to have your vision. Let your vision be strong. Have it at the back of your mind that you can become somebody important, somebody great, somebody that people will be praying to become somebody like. And I'm telling you, it's a matter of time. Then if you have your vision, don't just think that overnight your vision will come to reality. It's going to take time. It's going to take some process. But every day of your life, as you are sleeping, as you are waking up, you should know that you are closer to fulfillment of your vision. I know. God gave me a vision sometimes to create an average of 10 entrepreneurs from each of the 16 local government areas of the state within the next 10 years. Then, that was the vision. But it's yet for an appointed time. And very soon, he's going to speak. In the course of fulfilling your vision, a lot of ups and downs may happen. But that doesn't say that you will not get your vision fulfilled. The vision belongs to God. And he has given it to you. You have written it down. You are working on it. You are looking at it. It's waking you up by the day. When you sleep, the vision will wake you up. When you are doing something wrong, the vision will correct you. That is the vision. And very soon, it's going to see the light of the day. You know, when you are thinking of starting from zero to giant, you may be thinking, I want to start a business. I don't have capital. I don't have any money. I don't have anything. You can start with no money. So people say, how can somebody start a business without any money? It's just that we'll be overemphasizing on capital, on money to start a business. I was looking at my street. I consider an idea that if somebody, a young person like you, just come up with a concept, like an idea, and decide to send proposal to about 200 buildings in that area, that one, I can be spraying your weeds around your compound with herbicide at a token. A lot of big men that build houses in those places don't have time, and sometimes it's becoming bushy. And if you see any bushy area, you just in your environment, especially in the new area, just come up with a small proposal, sir. Just come up with the concept, and you give to them that I can spray your area and maintain that there's no weed on your interlocking stone in your environment for the next 1 year. I'm so sure if you give this proposal to 200 people, at least 5 of them, 10 of them will give you the contract. And you can charge something small in which you grow with it. I also think about it that a lot of us now, for now, they're not washing car with 1,000 naira in the car wash. And wasting of time in those car wash is like a stress to a lot of people. If you come up with a proposal that I can be coming to your house to wash your car early in the morning, you can wash 2, 3, within a pace of 2, 3 hours of the morning. And if you charge them 500 naira, imagine you are getting like 1,500 in a day. I'm telling you, before you know what's happening, you can come up with what they call capital for your business. There are a lot of things that somebody can think of doing in the area of business, in the area of moving from zero to giant. And I'm telling you, just start somewhere, and very soon people will be seeing you at the top. I remember sometimes I was just doing entrepreneurship trading, charging 5,000, 3,000, 10,000 a. I know it's not kind of a money that can take me to where I'm thinking of getting to. This time last year, somebody just called that, can you train, empower people in EKITI State? Entrepreneurship. And I said, of course I can. So I said, come up with your proposal. I went to Abuja, I submitted my proposal. They gave me 2,750 empower people in EKITI to train. And they asked us to charge 21,500 naira to train them for 5 days. And the total amount was 59,125,000 naira in EKITI. It was paid even to the account 3 months before we started the trading. I'm telling you, you can go from somewhere to great place that you are thinking about. And as you prepare it, God will back you up in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Who just got some tips on how to start small? You know, I got a part where he said he was training people for less than 1,000 naira. Did you get that part? Am I the only one? See, I'm not just your MC, I'm also learning today. And then when a bigger gig came, that's some huge money. Together for him. All right, thank you very much, sir. That was inspiring. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us today the Chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, in person of Famoyebo Oluwasegun. Can you please put the hands together for him? Let's see you. Let's see you. Greet us, sir. Thank you so much. Can you come to the front? We would have loved you to sit here. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we all have been waiting for. We would be having our very first keynote speaker who would speak for 3 minutes. Why 3 minutes? We have a lot of time to have them on the panel session. Panel sessions are more discussional. They give room for you to understand the in-depth as to the things that you should learn. So now we're going to have a very first keynote speaker for today. He is the pastor, House of Faith Christian Center, the managing director, Motion Zone Farms. I have known him through his consistent radio program. Now I work in Voice FM and you need to listen. When you listen, you understand why you should listen to him speak today. Today he's going to be talking about getting your thinking right. Please help me make welcome to the podium Reverend Tunde Afe, as he takes us on this 3 minutes journey of getting your thinking right. You can do better. Thank you very much.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I said good afternoon. I'm sure you are enjoying yourself already. All right, 3 minutes. Let me start by of my story. I got to EKITI State in the year 2001 with 700 naira. And by the following day, the money was totally gone. So I can categorically say that I got to EKITI with nothing. And we started the church, and then in the course of doing the church, I discovered that if I will not go hungry as a pastor. I have to start doing businesses. You know, this environment is not like Lagos, where you start a church, and if you are impactful, you can attract people who can also support the work. So, and the nature of our church is we have been ministering to young people since we started, even till now. And the young people who are in school, you are the one who pay tithes. They can't even afford to. Offering sometimes is difficult. So I started a lot of businesses. I sold bread, I sold shoes, I sold fairly used clothes. And my wife also did a lot of things. And I'm still doing businesses now. After some time, I started farming. I did that for like 5 years, you know, leasing land to do it. But 5 years ago, I went to my village and I asked them for land. And I was given 1,000 hectares of land. And as we are talking today, hectare 1,000 is cultivated. I grow cassava, I grow yam. I'm not sure there is any single farmer that grows yam as much as I do in EKITI State. Sometimes I do 60,000 heaps. Yeah. And then we have also planted palm trees. And started that 4 years ago, and they are fruiting now. Already I have 2,500 trees of palm. And the vision for that is that very soon we are going to build a factory in the farm, and we can produce by ourselves and then export out of the country. Because interestingly, the international price of palm oil is higher than the price of crude oil. And the refining process is cheaper, a lot cheaper than crude oil. All right? And then I also have a livestock farm. I think currently we now have about 115 cows, you know, and we sell cows from time to time. I also do what you call, I sell properties, luxury properties in Lagos. Some of these properties, I've never been there, but I sell them from EKITI through my WhatsApp handle majorly, all right? And then through referrals. But you see, over time, I've discovered this in EKITI here. A lot of money to be made, just like Dr. Nee said. A lot of money to be made. EKITI is a virgin economy. In fact, there is one now that God just opened us to, which we are starting very soon. And for some of the equipment we are going to use, we arrive the country by the end of July. That one is massive, it's big. But I'm not going to mention it now. All right? So, I also do. In fact, sometimes when I go, they are tell them that I'm from EKITI. When I tell them that everything I have is here. If you don't get your thinking right, you might not make much here. If you get your thinking right, you make a lot. Number two thing is that EKITI person doing business here is real. That one is crucial. You must not never see yourself as inferior to other people. We have raised a lot of young people who are serious players in their field globally. If you heard about, yeah, I mean, if you have, all right, Tony Motor Show was raised in House of Faith. Yeah, I raised him to the glory of God. A lot of them like that all over the world, because we taught them never be inferior to anybody. You are not inferior because you are an EKITI. Number two, all right, your passion might not make money for you. So you need the discipline to look at the economy and see what is making money or what can bring money. And then later you can now use the money you make from those things to drive your passion. And then you must not compromise on quality. People think that because you are an EKITI, you can do things anyhow. You cannot, particularly if you want to be of this economy. You can still be here and make money from all over the world. But if you are going to be able to do that, you must not compromise on quality. One of the things that I'm excellence. I preach it, I live, drive it. Everything I do has to be excellent. If it's not excellent, you will not see me there. So don't compromise on. And feed your mind with the right information. And see, the time we are here now, you have a lot of information that you can access for free. So if you're not getting the right information, it could be that you're not looking for them. And then, lastly, work on your network. Work on your network. It has been said that your is determined by your network. I have a lot of friends all over the place. You know, I love to meet people. I love to help. I love to do things for people. And in the process of time, these people also become useful to us in the things that we do. And finally, it's important for you to know that everything you do in your life will come from your mind. So you must constantly work on your mind. You cannot afford to be negative. You cannot afford to be negative. If you think negatively, your life is going to turn out negatively. What you think about most of the time will eventually happen in your life. My thinking is this: there is money in EKITI, a lot of money. How do I know? It has been said that anywhere you see Igbo people, there's a lot of money there. Even in my village, you understand? For example, there are supermarkets in EKITI who make as much as 10 million naira per day. I'm sure you know that. Or you don't know. Aha. So there's a lot of money here. But if you think that there's no money here, money will run away from you. But if it's always in your mind that there is money here, and then you now tell yourself, what value can I create? All right, because see, money will always follow value. What value can I create to bring some of this money to me? It's as simple as that. And once you create the value, become consistent. All right? Because you see, initially, you are going to encounter certain difficulties. I mean, that one is normal. All right? And I've seen a lot of people that the moment they face the first difficulty, and they assume that this cannot work. No, life is not like that. See, to me, there is really nothing like failure. It's nothing like failure. You know why? Because success and what people call failure, you know, are twins. They are always together. Before you succeed in anything, you're going to make mistakes because you're still learning. And that point of making mistakes, that's what people call failure. So, technically, it's not failure. It's part of the success journey. I have failed in so many things. But do you know what? I've also succeeded in so many things. I started planting cassava 4 years ago. And last year was the first time that I made profit. Yeah. In fact, at the point in time, I said, why is it that the first year I planted 10 hectares and I barely realized the money invested into it? So I went to RITA in Ibadan. I went to their website and now began to learn. All right? And I put them to practice last year. And by the time we were done, my profit on cassava was as much as 12 million naira last year. All right? The first year I planted yam, I didn't make any profit. I had to go to RITA website also to learn. And now we make a lot of money from yam. In fact, from next month now, my yam will be in the market. And you know what? I take the yam to the market myself. Do I look like somebody that grows yam? No. All right? All right. So I take the yam to the market myself. Somebody saw me inside and said, Pastor, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. I said, I grew this yam. I planted it. It's my yam. And I'm selling it. You see your yam? All right? So, please, I want to beg you, there is a lot of money to be made here. All right? A lot of money to be made here. It's a virgin economy. And you know what? A lot of people that I know who do maybe mechanics and stuff like that, I'm here to find people that are really excellent in EKITI. All right? If you take your vehicle to them, they will say, you know what? They will do a shoddy job and say, this one, does not matter. Some of them don't even know how to read the machine that they use to detect faults in the car. But a lot of you are educated. If you are technically inclined, why don't you go and learn something in that area? 1 year, 2 years, you are done. All right? And then you can take over. There's a guy in my church now. He read physics electronics at, what's the name of the university in Ondo State? Akungba. All right? His father was a mechanic. Then he said to me, he was going to Lagos to look for a job. I said, you are stupid. And he has been helping his father. Now he's into that job, and this guy is something else. All right? And there are a lot of opportunities like that in the state. For example, in closing, have you ever thought about doing shopping for people? For example, if I can get somebody who can do shopping for me, all right, I don't need to go to the supermarket. I can use that time for something else, all right? If you have 20 families that you, and it's just a service charge of maybe 5,000 in a month, you're already in business. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Reverend Tunde Afe, you can do better. What was my take? I have a lot of take-homes from what he said just now, but I'll just say this. Money will always follow value. Don't try to make money when you don't want to. That's the currency of money. You exchange value for money. All right. Can we please put our hands together for ourselves? For paying attention. Are we even ready for today at all? This is just a tip of an iceberg. And ladies and gentlemen, before I call on our next keynote speaker, who would be speaking with us for just 3 minutes before we get into I'd like to also inform you that I would also be working with a very fantastic communicator, a beautiful media strategist. She goes by the name Titi Layoshila Obile. Can we please put our hands together for her? You'll be seeing her soon. Okay, she's going to be the one to anchor the panel session, so be ready. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call on our next keynote speaker, and he would be talking about from zero to giant in entrepreneurship, leveraging the midstream and getting to the mainstream. He is the National Vice Chairman, Nigeria Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines, and Agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me make welcome to the podium, Chief Kola Akoshile. Can you please put our hands together for Chief Kola? Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Permit me to stand on the already established protocol. Kola Akoshile, full-blooded indigenous of EKITI State, and an investment banker all my life. I've been the president of EKITI Chambers of Commerce before. I've been the president of Odua Chambers of Commerce before. I've been the chairman of Manufacturing Association of Nigeria for the Southwest. I'm now a national vice president of NASIMA. And if you are very comfortable with the information, we just finished an event in EKITI just yesterday. Since Tuesday or so, we've had the national AGM of the National Chambers of Commerce. For the first time in 3 years, we brought it to EKITI here. And we have an EKITI indigene as the national president of NASIMA. I will tell you what that means as we go along. So let's talk about the middle economy. What does it mean? Because I always want to start with understanding the terminology concept. We can talk about middle economy from various perspectives. First, we can look at it globally. So when you're talking about middle economy globally, you can look at a nation, a country transiting from a poor country to a growing economy, especially agro-based country, trying to move into manufacturing and with technological innovation. So when you're looking at global businesses, you could have in the middle economy companies that are positioned between countries. For example, Malaysia, very small country, but very active because you see goods move from one country to the other part of through Malaysia. Or Dubai. Most manufacturers all over the world send their goods to Dubai, and we from Africa will go to Dubai to buy. So in the middle economy, globally, Dubai is very active in the middle economy. You can look at it nationally. What do we mean by the middle economy nationally? Nigeria is a nation. So who are the participants in the middle economy? EKITI, for example, is an active participant in the middle economy. And what do I mean by that? Luckily, geographically, EKITI is equidistant between Abuja and Lagos. Lagos is the economic capital of Nigeria, isn't it? Abuja is the political capital. So, they make the money, the legislators are in Abuja, they share it, they do the budget, but it's being spent in where? Lagos. And EKITI is in the middle. So if you are actively positioned, like last speaker said, a lot of wealth passing through EKITI will be captured and retained in EKITI as a middle economy state. There was a day we were to participate in the international tender. Here we're in EKITI. And we were very late. It was going to close 12 o'clock the following day. So we finished very late, and myself and my staff, we drove to Ifaki. Everybody goes to Abuja, passing through Ifaki. So at the roundabout, we got there about 12 midnight, trying to look for somebody to give the envelope so I can get to Abuja early and submit. Lo and behold, we saw 20 J5 buses in the company. After 10 minutes, another 30. After 20 minutes, another 50. I was like, what is happening? So we stopped one of them. What's all this? What are you carrying? They were carrying catfish from Ibadan to Abuja. And we look at the economic value. While EKITI, middle state economy was sleeping by 12 midnight, entrepreneurs were doing what? Moving things across the middle economy that is sleeping. Are you getting the point? So you can be in the midst of opportunity without actually knowing. So while we're sleeping, and EKITI, they said by 6, 7, everybody is already hurrying home to go and pay the yam. But that is when some people are just waking up to capture in the value chain. The third aspect of middle economy is individuals at the individual level, which I'm going to be more specific on. As an individual, you could position yourself in the middle of a value chain so that you can capture opportunities, retain them, and convert them to wealth. And for example, in EKITI here, we say EKITI is an agrarian society, EKITI is a civil service society. I don't believe that. And that is why we brought the whole of Nigeria to EKITI this week, to come and see what we have in EKITI. And so as an individual, let's take the agricultural value chain. We say that subsistence farming cannot take us anywhere. We want to go into agribusiness. And we say from farm to fork. We have a lot of youths. They say they graduated, no job. I can tell you from Chambers of Commerce, from manufacturers, that there are so many jobs out there looking for good youths, employable youths. And there are so many youths there looking for jobs. So the youth that are out there are not employable because they pass through university system. So what are the value chains that you can take advantage of? In the agribusiness sector, I can divide it to 3. You can be sure of where you want to position yourself. And one thing you need to be very, very careful about is whatever is your interest, whatever you like doing, turn into wealth. I, as a person, I'm very good in figures. I had A1 in pure mathematics. But that knowledge and likeness, I didn't go to do PhD mathematics. No. I went to quantitative finance. So what you like doing, you have to turn into what? Into what? In the value chain. So when we talk about agribusiness, farm to fork, what are the opportunities in pre-farming? First of all, who are the farmers? Where are they farming? That means data gathering, enumeration. So if you are very good on your phone, you can use this phone for what? Data gathering. So if imagine the chairman or president of National Youth Council of Nigeria is here, right? Are you here? How many youths do you have in EKITI? If you have that information, that is money. So I'm coming from IITA. I'm coming from IFAD. I need to empower youths. With one point on your phone, you should be able to tell me how many youths are in each local government that are interested in agribusiness. And if I pay you 100 naira per data, you know how much I've gained. Data gathering. And from that data gathering, you could be very good in data gathering. So you must be somebody who is active, not somebody who is passive. Now, if you are passive, you now go to data analytics because you're going to be on the system every time. So somebody is gathering the data, sending it to you on the back, at the back office. So the data gatherer must be an extrovert. Person who is analyzing must be an introvert. Because an introvert doesn't like going out, isn't it? But I'm just trying to tell you what people are in the middle economy. So you do data gathering, information services, thing. Where the farmers go to plant, whatever they want to plant, you must test the soil. You must geomap. Our farmers will have 1 hectare. They will say it's 10 hectares. When you plant on 10 hectares, you're going to fail because it's not accurate. But you will now go and geomap, and you can get that information. I could pay you 1,000 per person. Because when you talk about geomapping in agribusiness, you could be in Ado here, and you're a farmer in Emure. I have enumerated you. I've got the geo coordinates of your farm, and by press of a button, call Akashile to just bring my name, my picture, the size of my land. I'm talking of agribusiness, value chain. Now let's go to the farming itself. What are the opportunities for the individuals in this middle economy? Inputs. Today, plant maize, and they get 1.5, 2 tons per hectare. Subsistence farming. We want to get 6 tons, 7 tons per hectare. So, but again, it is input-output analysis, input-output ratio, Pareto analysis. So, we have the traditional seeds. And you know what our farmers do? When they plant the maize, when they harvest, they will dry some maize and plant it next. So the yield will continue to decline. They will have what we call improved seeds. So you could be that seed business alone. Just be getting quality tomato seeds, quality cucumber seeds, quality maize seeds, quality sesame seeds. So when they say we need quality, they will just say XYZ is in Ado, ABC is in Emure. You are in that value chain, in the middle economy. Now, when you're talking about the whole business of agribusiness, now the farmer is somewhere. The seed is coming from somewhere. Somebody has to do what? Move them. Isn't it? That is business of logistics. I'm not trying to let you know that, like they said, there's so much wealth in this our EKITI. And that is why me as a person, I left my banking job, I left my house in VGC in Lagos, and I came to EKITI. And everybody thought I was mad, that I was seeing value. And then, in the farming system, our farmers will use their cutlass and harrows and all those stuff. They cannot get anywhere. We are not talking of mechanized farming. 65-year-old, 70-year-old cannot drive a tractor. You could decide to just, if you do mechanical engineering, you could decide to just be in mechanized farming. You could get the power tiller. We can do 1 hectare per day as service provider. So everybody knows that in that area Mr. XYZ. So when we are saying that it is an agrarian society, we are looking at the negative aspect of it. In the positive aspect of it, there's so much more. But unfortunately, most of the things we consume in this are being brought from outside. And we are going to change the narrative very soon. In the post-farming, now we've done the soil test, you've enumerated, somebody has done all that, and then you now need to harvest. You know, in those days, they say, if I want to harvest, I will call my age group, they'll go and help me. When we don't want to harvest, all of us will go to their own. So my own might be Monday, that might be Tuesday. We are not talking of mechanized farming, agribusiness. So you also need to do combined harvester. So in that area also, in post-farming, you could be an expert to, harvest for people. Don't take equipment, 1 hectare, 15,000 per day. 2 hectares, 30,000. And if you do that for 25 working days, you'll be talking 1 million per month. In this EKITI, that they said, in this EKITI that youth are looking for a job, white collar job, there's none. We have EXU, we have Foye. Which schools do we have? Institutions, how many of them? About 5 or 6? 5. Average turnout of students every year is how many? 10,000? 86. 2023, how many years are that? 17 years. 17 times 10, you know how many youths have been graduated? How many industries in EKITI? Probably 5 or 6. How many civil service jobs? So we were saying that the jobs are not there. The white collar jobs are not there, but the blue collar jobs are there. Significantly. I'll tell you what we did in my company. We have a company called Agbetutu. In the course of I hope I'm not taking more than my time. Don't give me one more minute. In the course of doing business in this state, we found out that the youths are not approaching it correctly. So we got some youths together, and we called it Agbetutu, means the new farmer. Abi? And then we now found out that all the palm trees in EKITI, the palm kernel are being shipped to Ibadan for processing by home oil. So what did we do? We now stood in the middle, got a palm kernel crocking plant, and started crushing palm kernel in this state. And I now realized that in my grandfather's farm, they give me palm oil. So what about the palm kernel? Oh, they've been taken to Ibadan. Please retain it in Ushi. And we started crushing. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that there are tremendous opportunities in this our dear state, as a middle economy, as a state, and then as individuals. I'm around to discuss further on this. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. You can do better. Please put your hands together for Chief Kola Akoshile. Thank you very much, sir, for that. And remember, he said you can have that discussion with. All right. Thank you very much. By the time we're done here, please kindly have such conversations with him. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to a very last keynote speaker before we get into the panel session. Okay, that's not right after. We would have to take some brief talks, say 3 minutes from our brand representation. We're going to have a brand representation, rather, brands who have supported this idea, and then just to make you all relax for the panel session. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call on a very last keynote speaker in person of, no, before I go there, he's a tech lead, actually, ABBA Infotech Resource Lagos. Please put your hands together. He would be discussing becoming a successful and profitable techpreneur in 2023, the blueprints from being a novice to an expert. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me make welcome Mr. Toby Akomolafe. Can you please put your hands together for Mr. Toby Akomolafe? Thank you very much. You can do better. I thought tech people used to look a certain kind of way. And to buttress on that, when you see the second panel session and you see the tech guide here, you understand why I say tech people look a certain kind of way. Glad to have you.
Thank you very much. EKITI, good afternoon. It's been a while since I was here last, and it's blissful to experience fresh air again, you guys have a lot of things that you probably don't appreciate because, we like to run after buses and, go out like 2 hours before heading out. But it's very pleasant to have you with me this morning or this afternoon, and I'm very happy. And while listening to the previous speakers, I was very excited because many of the things that I had planned to talk about, they had mentioned it. And there is power in repetition. So which means if I repeat some of those things, you will know that, okay, this is not just a bias, but a fact. Right. My name is Abraham Akomolafe. All I do is tech. I think I started 2006 when I left secondary school, 2006. A lot of my contemporaries at the time, they were going to do factory jobs. That was what was in vogue for secondary school leavers. 10K per month, that was a lot of money. But there was a lot of information about tech at the time. And I said, aside the fact that I had bias for tech, right, I love to see concepts in my head and then bring them to life. So I decided, okay, let me start a training on this. I would train, I would work, I would train, I would work until I found website design. And I said, oh, I guess I want to specialize in this. So I started. I finished my first course and I didn't get any gig, right? But there was something I would always do. If you know me, whether physically or you meet me online, you have to know what I do. You can't know me and not know what I do. Because a lot of times people will just recommend things to you based off the information they have of you. Not even based on what they know you can do. So there was a particular brother in my church. He got me a gig. And I got my first web design job. And the funny thing is, I didn't have a laptop. I didn't have a computer. That's funny, right? I don't know if there are still cyber cafes. Then we would go to cyber cafes, buy time. And then there was something we called overnight browsing. So I went to buy time at a cyber cafe overnight. I'm not sure I can do that again now. I always even wonder, where did I get that kind of energy from? I don't recommend that, please. Right? So I had to go there. I built the website overnight. I didn't finish. I had to go from one cafe to the other. But I think I charged him 30K. That was the first website I built. But now I've been able to build several websites of even 7 figures today. Right? And talking about, the difference between when I started and now, the only major factor was availability of information to me. Aside the fact that I was probably, resilient, and I really wanted to make something out of this. Right. So that was how, I actually really started. But, before I, delve into what I want to give you, because I am not a motivational speaker, right? I'm a tech person. I'm here to tell you what works. This is the industry where I play. I'm going to tell you exactly what works. You follow it and you get results. It is very scientific. When you follow it, you get results. But I want to do a very, very quick survey here, right? Please, if you fall under any of this category, just raise your hand. I really want to know if I'm speaking to the people I want to speak to. Okay? Now, if you have ever seen anything online before that you like, you probably screenshot it and you bought it and paid for it. Please raise your hand. Oh, that's nice. You have a mobile phone, a smartphone, right? Raise your hand. Amazing. You have money-making machine in your hand. You have a laptop. Raise your hand. Wow. This is amazing. Okay. You've ever made money online? Maybe you posted a product on WhatsApp story, on Facebook, on Twitter, and somebody hit you up and they paid for it. Can I see your hand up? Wow. That means there are millionaires here. Okay, I think I have one more question. Okay. So that is it. You know, the reason I'm asking this is very simple. There are a lot of people that say it's a lie. You cannot buy online. And that's why they have decided not to push their brand on the internet. So you have the answer right now. People are actually buying. So the question is, are you selling the right thing? And the first speaker mentioned something. He gave us a very, very simple idea. He said he would like to have somebody make shopping on his behalf. Is anybody doing that here? Why? That's an idea. So you go to what you are going to do is very simple. You go to the supermarket, go and ask them, please tell me the top 3 products that people buy here. Take a screenshot and start advertising on your status. It's that simple. I've told you how to go about it, right? So now, before I go further, I actually wanted to mention some things that hinder people to leverage on tech, to succeed, to make money. But from the questions I've asked, it shows that a lot of those have been answered, but I will still go through it. Now, the first thing is that a lot of people say that tech business is not real, that they are all scams. When you tell someone, use tech for your business, you say, you don't know how, go so online. I would rather do my business offline. That it's scam. Right? I think you have your answer right now. It is not scam. People are actually buying online. The question is, are you selling what they want? Now, number 2, some people say tech business is not for me. They say, that it is not for me. You know? Some people are very passionate about what they do, that they will do nothing else. That's a very wrong space to be. Like if you're in that space where you say, I'm passionate about fashion, I will not do anything else. That does not make sense. If you are passionate about something, what will you eat? Now, the person that founded electricity, they said the light bulb, they said he tried 1,000 times. Trust me, he had food to eat. If he didn't have food to eat, how would he have the energy to try 1,000 times? So don't fall for that. There was a time that there was a lot of motivation to people, and they were telling them, follow your passion, follow your passion. Do you think that Dangote is passionate about cement? Like, what is it about cement to be passionate about? So, why are you so fixed-minded on what you are doing? Recently, I came across a product. It's a product. If you go to my Twitter, and it's even on my pinned tweet, right? It's a tech product that converts ordinary TV to a smart TV. So it helps you to watch Netflix, Showmax, all those stuff using your TV. I just posted, I found this product, people were asking for it. I got one, I started selling them. Do you think I'm passionate about that product? No. So don't be fixed-minded. Like the first speaker said, don't say this is what I'm passionate about. I will not do something else. And some people say, no, anything computer is not for me. I don't know. Nah, anybody can learn anything. So please change that mindset. All right? So now, some people say, I cannot pay for course. That if you are good at what you do, you will not teach others. Are you kidding me? So if you think like that, let me raise your hand up. Because I see that a lot on the internet. That people will say, if you are good, you will not sell. Like recently, I've been building websites for years now. And recently I decided, okay, because a lot of people ask me, teach me. And I don't really have time to teach people. I decided to create a course on how to build websites without writing any line of code. Some people are scared of code. Fine. I've used such tools to get 7-figure jobs. Right? So I want to teach people. But what I also want to do is that aside teaching you, I will give you all the tools that I've bought over the years. It costs me nothing. Right? I will teach you how to advertise. I have one very powerful proposal that I've used to get a lot of jobs. I'll just give it to you, edit it, and get yours. And get jobs done. I give you ideas on how to get clients. And I also give you free mentorship for 6 months. So even if you get your first job and you are scared that you cannot deliver, bring it to me. We'll do it together. Right? And that's what I've decided to do. Now, you now tell me that if I knew what I was doing, I would not teach others. Now, let's assume that I'm making 5 million a month from building websites. If I sell my course and I make extra 1 million, everybody wants an extra money. So your question should be, the person selling this course, does he know his onions? Is he actually good at what he does? Or is she actually good at what she does? So if someone is not good, that's the information you should seek for, not saying if you know it, you will not teach others. That's a mindset that does not help. Someone got out to learn how to build a light bulb. He documented it and he sold the information. Today, anybody can make a light bulb. That is how advanced countries grow. So if you want to grow, many of us have imbibed that kind of mentality and we have decided to sell our skill. So don't have that mindset. See, let me tell you something. Nobody is going to sell their skill for them for free. I'm not going to come and teach you website design for free. I will not. The only thing we do is that I might just give you an introductory video to show you that I actually know what I'm talking about. That will motivate you to buy from me. That's it. If you want to get far, please be committed to buying products. Buying, because if there's any speaker here that you are fascinated by what they say, ask if they have a book. That's one of the best ways to access people. Buy their books. Okay, let me ask you. You subscribe for data at least once a week here. Let me see your hand up. At least once a week. You see, that's very ridiculous, right? So, and there are so many courses that you can buy for 5K. Many of you do data for more than that. And who do you check? Tunde Headnots and all those stuff. It's not bad to entertain yourself, but it's also good to add value to yourself. Okay? And then when you buy a course, you have to learn. No matter how much you pay for a course, if you don't learn, you gain nothing. You have to take action. Please, this looks like a cliche, but it sounds cliche, right? But it's a very common thing. People buy courses without taking them. So please take your courses and be committed to taking action. That's how you get better. And let me tell you for a fact, any skill, any tech skill that you want to do, they take time before you get results. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Even Yahoo boys now, they spend 2 years before they pick. Sorry, any Yahoo boy that is here. Right? So, it will take time. The most important thing is, are you taking the right steps? So what I have brought for you today is information that's going to help you. You don't need to go to Google and search. I've done it for you. I will give it to you. If you're interested, you go for it and it will transform you. I can assure you 100%. If it does not change your life, just call me out anywhere. Yeah. So what do you need? In 4 steps, you need to have interest. Let's say you have interest in web design, right? And then you have to learn. Then number 3, you need experience. Your experience is in practice. You build a church website. The fact is that everybody needs a website now. Build for everybody around you. If it's mobile app development, get it done for yourself, right? Learn how to build different apps and then put it on your portfolio website. And then network. Network with people. Like, for example, I told you the first gig I got from my youth leader in church. Because I would tell him, this is what I do. Many of you, a lot of people don't know what you do. You are ashamed of your job. Right? Don't be that person. Now, there are 2 major pathways that you can take into tech. 2 major pathways. The first one is production, while the other one is promotion. I repeat, the first one is production. The other one is promotion. The production pathway is where you are the one that creates the solutions, the mobile apps, the technologies. You are the data scientist. You are the website designer. You are the website developer. That's the production aspect. Now, to be very good, to take a very quality course is very expensive. I know of an academy in Lagos, they charge 2 million naira. Yes, they will train you, you become a software engineer, and then they get you a job. It's 2 million naira flat. There's nothing you can do about it. But I've made my research. I have brought quality resources for you. Many of you that have laptops now, you just have 1 year between your presence. I don't know if you are a millionaire yet, right? But if you have the desire to earn from tech, I give you just 1 year. If you use any of the information I want to give you, you are going to come and you not pay tithe to your pastor, you come and pay it to me. That no, you deserve this tithe more than my pastor. I'm joking, no. Yeah, so I want to give you three resources. Number one, you might have seen Alt Africa, altafrica.com. Alt Africa will teach you how to build, to be at the production end of tech. altafrica.com, but Alt Africa will charge you $1 per day. So if your course will take, for example, 6 months, that's like $30 for the first month times 6. That's altafrica.com. I think it's Nigerian owned, right? And then there's the other one, Microverse. Microverse.org. Microverse is spelled microverse, like verse of a song. Microverse.org. Now, Microverse will teach you for free to become a software developer until you get a job. They will teach you for free. How many of you is doing Microverse program here? They will teach you for free until you get a job. They are high quality, they are world standard. I can recommend them to you with all my full chest. So the worth of their program is $15,000. But they will teach you for free. They will optimize your LinkedIn for you. And then they will ensure they get you a job. They will take it upon themselves to get you a job. Now, if they can get you a job of, let's say, $1,500 per month, you will not pay anything back. But if you get over $1,500, then they will create a plan with you to start deducting your money of up to $15,000 in a very convenient way for you. And there's ALX Africa. ALX Africa has a partnership with MasterCard, and their program is absolutely free. ALX is free. ALX, A letter, L letter X, then Africa.com. ALX Africa will train you for free. Their program is long and it's tedious. But if you go through it, ALX will also get you a job. Now, if during your program you turn out to be like the top 5 or top 10% of ALX students, they will not only get you a job, they will assign a manager to you that will look for a job for you, that will negotiate gigs for you. Let's say you get a job with Microsoft. They'll be the ones to negotiate your salary for you, professional negotiators. Then they will give you a physical office in Lagos, in Costain, in Lagos, Rulere. I think Costain is in Ojuelegba. They'll give you a free office, and their program is absolutely free. But let me warn you, it takes a lot of work. If you are lazy, you cannot do it. But you can actually do it. Just stop being lazy. That's it. Now, the promotion part is where you learn how to sell softwares and all. And then we have website, we have affiliate marketing, commission-based businesses, right? Like affiliate marketing. I think the first speaker mentioned Expertner. You can learn courses. Now, there are a lot of courses on Expertner today now that are not good, right? Yeah, so you can learn, I think I listed here, we have e-commerce. E-commerce. Now, you don't need to have money now to sell, to make money. You have a phone. You subscribe for data on a weekly basis. This man has just given you a wonderful idea. Look for what people sell. Look for what people buy. Don't look for what you like. Don't say this is what I like. I love this product. I'm passionate. No. Look for what people buy. Let me give you a very, very sweet idea. I have promised I will not share it, but let me share with you. There was a guy that would always deliver products to me from Jumia in Lagos. And there was that I was buying love with, and it was the same person that was delivering to me. Then I asked him, which product do people buy the most? Because I had planned to do some stuff. And I thought he would say mobile phones or some tech gadgets. And he said, who can guess what it is? He said drinks. He said drinks. I said, wow. Then I now went further. I went to the drink sellers in my local and I asked them, like, how does drink do in the market? They told me that it sells very well. Whether it's VSOP or Pepsi, whatever, people drink. So this is free idea for you. Very free. Sell drinks. If it works for you, fine. And if it doesn't work for you, maybe your neighbors don't think about drinks. Or you just have to equip yourself more to sell better. Right. By the way, I created an ebook for all this stuff, right? I made research on all the links of the courses, mostly for promotion, copyright, and all those stuff. And I put it in an ebook. I sell it for 3K. So you can get it. But I've decided to give you guys a discount for today. Just go to my website, abraham.com.ng. Under my expressions, you will see it there. I call it Google bypass. So because learning on Google is actually a skill on its own. Like getting information on Google is a skill. So I've done the research for you. Great courses that you can take if you are interested in affiliate marketing, e-commerce, what have you. I listed the 14 top hottest online businesses that you can do in the promotion side of tech. So if you go to my website and order, I give you 2,000 discounts for 24 hours. So if you click order and you type EKITI, abraham.com.ng. So if you order in 24 hours, you will buy it for 1,000 naira, right? So because I can't actually list all the resources here today, I don't have much time. And then I will also like to touch a bit on artificial intelligence. It's the thing that is involved. Who has heard of artificial intelligence here? Okay. So what artificial intelligence is a very intelligent machine acting like a human. And one of the breakthrough tech solutions that unveiled AI to us was ChatGPT. That it can write a song for you, right? If you want to write a song for maybe your boyfriend that broke your heart, just say, ChatGPT, write a heartbreak song for me. And one hook and 2 verses is going to do that. So if you are someone that has a business, instead of employing a secretary that writes letters and briefs, ChatGPT can actually do that for you. You can tell, recently I built a plugin with ChatGPT. I didn't have to write the codes. It wrote it for me by itself. Right. So it can do a lot of things for you. There is Midjourney. There's a lot of them. Midjourney can build your logo for you. It will build your business logo. I'm sorry. Okay, I think I have someone that builds logo here. I'm not spoiling your business, but it will build a logo for you. It will do amazing graphics for you. So there's a lot of very useful AI tools that I can give you, but I will give you just one, right? So this one is like a Wikipedia of AI tools. It's called futurepedia.io. Futurepedia.io. So if you want to learn how to, if you want to use AI to make logos, do any stuff, or to do presentations. I had a presentation to do, I think sometime last week. I used an AI tool to make the design. And I would say, generate this kind of picture for me, and it will generate it for me. It is very useful. So that's it for AI. Conclusively, when you have tech skills and you don't use it, it does not become useful to you. So there's a principle that works for me that I want to share with you. We call it shameless marketing. In layman's words, shameless marketing is literally carrying your hustle on your head. Now, they have given you 2 ideas now. Sell stuff from supermarkets. I told you sell drinks. Some of you will be ashamed to post it on your status. But guess what? If you go and borrow money online and they send wanted on your name and they send your picture, will they pay the money for you? So why are you ashamed of your business? Let me tell you a very short story of a man, a very popular Lagos politician, right? Very popular Lagos politician in the last election. You know, Nigeria, we like to vote for parties in Nigeria, right? So this man, you know him, his name is Sanwo-Olu, right? This man, what happened was his party had lost the presidential election in his state to another political party. And the presidential election came before that is going to lose that election because the same people that voted that other party was going to vote in the next one. Do you know what this guy did? I'm sure many of you know what he did. He went all out. This is the leader of the most vibrant economy in West Africa, one of the top economies in the world. This guy went to church and was shaking people at the entrance. He went to buy ice cream. He was greeting babies. He even went to a shoe store and said, you this guy, you sell sneakers to me some years ago. If I had gone to Computer Village, he would have repaired my phone. That was the governor of Lagos State. Now, he carried his business on his head. People were even making jest of him that he was a dispatch rider. He didn't care. But guess what? He won. But some people might have arguments on what that's left to them. But he won. He carried it on his head. So if Governor Sanwo-Olu can carry his business on his head, who are you? So I have one advice for you today. Just be like Sanwo-Olu. Thank you very much.
Hey, can we please put that together some more? Toby Akomolafe there, talking to sound check. Sound check. All right. Sound check. Sound. Sound. Thank you very much. Okay, because I'm not teaching you tech. When the mic was off and he said, can you hear me? You said yes, because you wanted him to continue. And now I'm trying to say something else. You said no. Anyways, let's put our hands together for him. Thank you so much. Can you see the sequence by which today's message has been moving? We had Reverend Tunde Afe tell us about how to think, because every of the success stories starts with the mind, right? And then we had Chief Kola Akoshile tell us about the middle economy. Tells us that there are things that we can actually do, right? And then we had the topping, is it the topping on the ice cream or the icing on the cake? Toby Akomolafe coming to the youth's environment, telling us that if you're going to evolve, after gaining the knowledge, after thinking right, and thinking about what can bring money, understanding the middle economy and leveraging on it, that you can now do what? Apply tech to do what? To gain results. Can you please put your hands together for our keynote speakers? We have learned so much today. Just so that we know that we're still on the same page. Ladies and gentlemen, do you still remember our speakers in this meeting? And I say, EKITI Middle Economy Conference. EKITI Middle Economy Conference. Can you ask your neighbor, are you gaining so much today? What's their response? I hope they gave you a response. You're all smiling, so I'm excited. And now, ladies and gentlemen, just before we get into the very, very first panel session today, would like to take some brand representation, individuals and brands who have supported this event. Just 3 of them, and then we'll get into the panel session. I would call my colleague to take you on that run. Our very first is the Esther Maria's concept. Do we have a representative? Just 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes. Just talk about your organization for 3 minutes. Esther Maria Concepts. Okay, can we put our hands together for them? These are our partners. Do better, do better. We want to have them next year.
EKITI Middle Economy Conference. Yeah, I'm not a motivational speaker, but I will want to lay credence to what Reverend Afes said. And I will first say that Abraham Lincoln said something. He said, success is moving from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. I'm the executive director of Esther Maria's Concept Limited. My name is Damilare Akim Bello, and we happen to be one of the partners of this project. In Esther Maria's Concept, we are into 5 areas, 5 interests. We have 5 interests. We are into real estate. We are into agribusiness. In our agribusiness, we have a very big fish farm at Ibadan at the moment. And when we started, for the first 3 years, we were not making profit, just like Reverend Afes said. And after doing 1 or 2 research and changing my mindset towards it, today we have moved from 12,000 capacity to 70,000 capacity. And recently we discovered that most corporate organizations are not sponsoring programs that has to do with education. And the moment you can think, the moment you can conceive it, you can achieve it. And that is why we decided to go into ICT and edutainment. That is education and entertainment. And that is why I want to talk about the Maris Knowledge App. What is the Maris Knowledge App? It is an e-learning game app that rewards academic intellectuality and the ultimate use of intelligence. The app is aimed at the general public, encouraging intellectual and rewarding intellectual prowess. Now, it is an application you can download. It is just like an improved version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Some years ago, every Friday, we want to rush home to go and watch Frank Edoho anchor Who Wants to Be a Millionaire program. And unfortunately, we don't have opportunity of being on the hot seat because it is just 1 person per Friday. But today, a better version of the application is coming to your doorstep where you can actually pick your phone, either your Android or your iOS or even your computer, download the game, register, become a premium member, and start winning and learning up to ₦1 million. It is possible because we can think and we can have our mindset changed. What are the key features of the Maris Knowledge App? Interactive learning. The app offers a wide range of interactive games covering various subjects and topics. Adaptive learning. The app adjusts difficulty levels based on the user age and level of progress, thereby ensuring personalized learning experience. Reward and incentive. The app motivates users and fosters a sense of achievement by rewarding users with money and other exciting prizes. We're going to reward a whole lot of persons here today because as a brand partner of this project, we have decided to influence a lot of people in EKITI because we believe that the youth is the engine room of every economy. And ending restiveness is not always about fire brigade approach. It's not always about giving amnesty. It's not always about arresting criminals. Empowering them can change their mindset, and that is what the EKITI Middle Economy is doing here today. What are the benefits of the Marriage Knowledge app? Play, learn, and earn in one package, which is very, very possible. Engage in enjoyable gameplay while acquiring knowledge and earning rewards. So it is possible if you can think it. Then who can play the Marriage Knowledge app? The Marriage Knowledge app is designed for all age ranges. Primary school children, secondary and adolescents, tertiary, that is our youth and young adults. Tailored content and challenges for each category. So if you're an Okada rider, you are in the farm, you are everywhere in this country or even anywhere on earth. As long as you can access internet, you have your phone, you can download the Marriage Knowledge app, play, get yourself registered and acquainted with the game, and you start winning at each level. Registering on the Marriage Knowledge app, download the app from the App Store or Google Play Store. Sign up with your correct details and get started. Now, this is very, very technical. If we are trying to minimize fraud on this application, so when you register on the application, you register with your correct details and your correct bank details, because you can transfer whatever you earn on the application directly to your bank in less than 3 microseconds. If you can think it, you can make it happen. Then getting started on Marriage Knowledge app. After registering, upgrade to premium. At the moment, the premium is just 2,000 naira per month. You can make payment via card, bank app, or USSD. Click on the game, answer trivia question, and learn from it. Once you get up to the cutoff score, you earn, and also you proceed to the next level. That is, it is just from minor to major. Then the higher the level, the greater your earning, and the greater your learning too. Then premium subscriptions at the moment is 2,000 naira per month, 12,000 naira per year, for 6 months, and 24,000 naira per year. But here, if you are downloading here today, we are giving a whole lot of discounts and freebies that comes with it. Then by the 12th of June, that is in another 48 hours, users can now play with as low as 200 naira to buy marriage points on the application. So we are moving from per monthly billing, just like when we had the per minute billing at the telecommunication sector. We are moving it to per second billing. So you can play, you can earn as you play and play as you earn. So we are moving it from from 2,000 naira per month to 200 naira to buy points to play the game. Unlock exclusive features and higher learning and potential as a premium subscriber. Withdrawal process. Go to the menu, click on the payout bank details, input your bank details. After then, transfer your earnings to your bank account instantly, like within 3 seconds. This is done. Receive credit alert of the money transferred in less than 3 seconds. So future developments on the app, in no meantime, we are updating the app that we can have quiz or challenges on the game, whereby you can play or challenge anybody from any part of the world. And we are also working on earning points and actually starting, we are having a program here in EKITI very soon, whereby it is called the Make My School Proud competition. It is among schools, especially primary and secondary school. Maybe probably in the nearest future, we'll get to the tertiary level. So the Marriage Knowledge app has come to stay. It is all about rewarding intellectuality. You can key into this opportunity as Estamaris Concept Limited. Visit our website, www.estamaris Concept Limited. Check our social media handles, Estamaris Concept Limited, Facebook, Instagram. And I want to leave this place by saying, action without a vision is a daydream, and a vision without an action is a nightmare. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can we please put our hands together for him? All right. Thank you so much. Please and please get the app. We want to get them to sponsor us next year again. It's the right thing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, for those of you who participated in our online activities, I have good news for you. 6 of you will be walking away from this auditorium with an MTN MiFi. Put your hands together for yourself. And a 30 gig worth data. Yeah. All right. Right before we get into our winners, we'll be having that before the panel session. I'd like to call on one of our partners and sponsors again. From the Acumen Place, a representative. Can we have the representative from the Acumen Place? Do we have a representative? Yes. Can we please put our hands together for them? And by the way, the owner of Acumen Place is my very good friend, and I am having a proud friend moment right here. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olasubo Sumobolaji, and I work with the Acumen Place. So the Acumen Place is a tech-enabled co-working space. We provide co-working space for people that are particularly interested in tech and tech-related activities. Because we are partner on this event, we'll be giving out, we'll be reducing our rates for that, and I'll be calling a number we can follow up on that. So aside that, so we also provide business trainings and other tech-related activities to enable tech startup, particularly early stage tech startup, to grow and function right from here in EKITI. So right now, I would call a number if you would want to sign up for any of our programs or any of the opportunities we have for the hub. So our hub also comes with free Wi-Fi. When you make your payment, our hub comes with free Wi-Fi, and we also provide mini lunch break. Thank you very much. So I would call, so if you need to contact us, you can contact us through 090-3451-0034. Thank you very much. Zero 3451-0034. Thank you. My name is Mobolaji. You could just use the name of this event. So once you send us a text message on WhatsApp, you can just use the name of the event, that you are from the event, and then further information will be provided to you. But my name is Mobolaji. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The Acumen Place gives you work environment and space at the same time. You should patronize them. And now, ladies and gentlemen, just a little bit of information before we get into our next brand representation. We have 20 more MiFis going out for free today. I don't know if you got your raffle tickets. That will be your pass. And we're also giving out mobile phones today. Please put your hands together for the possible platform. Remember, it is EKITI Media Economy Conference, and they are not just dishing out knowledge, they are empowering you. You know, Mr. Toby said something, and it was like, do you have a laptop? Do you have an Android phone? Like, are you people have the money-making machine? So we're empowering you today. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call on Mark Covett. They are also a sponsor. Can we put our hands together for Mark Covett, a representative from Mark Covett? Are you here? All right, thank you very much. We can do better. Put our hands together for them. I think they are in charge of all the registration that was done prior to this conference.
Good afternoon. I'm Banji Akoli. I'm a team lead for Makudev Tech Lab. And I'm happy to have every one of you here today. I know that if you're not a business, you actually have come to a media economic conference. And that's because you probably run a business or you have something that you also do. Makudev Tech Lab is an agency that wants to take your brand online. And how do we intend to do this? We want to ensure that every business can have a website. Having a website can be challenging sometimes, and getting a developer to work on your website can also be some very great job and tough job. But what is Makudev doing to make this easier? Is that with Makudev Tech Lab, you can have your website faster and you can have it cheap. You don't have to break your bank before you get your website. So how do we do that? We have a product called Makudev Marketplace. And Makudev Marketplace is targeted at helping SMEs grow. by giving you a website that you can launch the same day. What this means is that before you walk out of here today, you can actually have a website. Not only can you have a website, but you can have a website that you can pay 30% of the cost, while you pay the 70% across 7 months. How you do this is just by either visiting us out there, and then we're going to set up your website for you, or you go to themarketplace.website. Themarketplace.website. When you get to themarketplace.website, you're going to see our price calculator there that allows you to see how much you have to spend for any kind of website you have. You are going to see the amount that you have to pay to start, 30%. Let's say our website is 100,000. It means you pay 30,000 naira, and your website will go live immediately. And you continue to pay 10,000 per month, just as you continue to use your website. And when you get there, it's simple. You can just select the particular website that you want. You can even go there and customize the website, add your logo to it, change the color, see if it fits the color of your website, and then reach out to us to launch it for you. And then very, very, very soon, we are working on allowing you to even have it immediately. And this is what we are trying to ensure, to see that you don't actually have to break your bank to have a website, either as a business or as an individual. What kind of website do we have at Makudev Marketplace? You can have an e-commerce website. You can have a personal website. You can have a business website. You can have a landing page. Now, for e-commerce website, it's even made easier. How? It's that we understand that Nigerians have the culture of bargaining. One of the reasons why e-commerce have some issues in thriving so much for small businesses is that we want to ask that question. We are in EKITI. We want to ask that kind of question like, show buy 50,000, Abiko buy 10,000. She can later. Sorry, what I'm trying to say is that, can I pay this? The culture of bargaining is part of our culture. And that we have also factored in. With the e-commerce that we have, you are able to set your pricing in a way that you can have your last price as the business owner. And people can come to your WhatsApp and negotiate while you fulfill your order. So we have added all of this to ensure that people can eventually buy from you. And one more thing that I want to let you know is that this website have what we call an AI content management system, where you can actually put content on your business, on your website. The artificial intelligence that's integrated on our marketplace website actually allow you to just go there and tell the AI something like, generate about us content. And then it gives you the content, and then you launch it. You don't have to look for, I want to have a content, should I have to look for people that will bill me for that separately? No, it already comes with that. And there are more things that we're trying to add on the marketplace. Please, if you are interested in having a website today, just visit us out there at Attend-Out stand. Thank you very much. I'll be waiting for you.
Thank you very much. You can do better. All right. Esther Maria's Concept, Acumen Place, and Makudev. They are major sponsors for this year's EKITI Middle Economy Conference. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. At this point, I would have wished I had myself a drum roll. Please, my assistant, can you come up here as we give our 6 lucky winners their MiFis that comes with a whooping 30 data, whatever it is. You know what I mean. Please put your hands together for yourself. All right, to get that done, I would love to call on the lead person of the possible platform in person of Icon Kadri Olawale. Can we put our hands together for him? And also, to join him in making this presentation, is the lead legal advisor to the possible platform in person of Barrister Femi Akinyemi Benedict. We can do better. All right. Thank you very much. All right, I'd like to call on our winners. You're going to As I call upon your name, you come up here to get your gifts. Are we ready? Somebody is giving me a drum roll. Is that what is happening? Let's make it louder. Yeah, you're in the spirit. Our very first winner, that one person who is going to be walking away from an internet with an internet MiFi, while 30 GB data is no other than Temitope Isaac. Temitope Isaac, are you here? Okay, let's put our hands together for Temitope Isaac. Are you Temitope Isaac? Did you participate? Are you sure? Who is the winner? Okay, the one with Onile Owo. Forgive me. Onile Owo. Are you in? Okay, let's put our hands together for him. Please forgive me. Congratulations. You can do better. Clap for him. So when is your time? Our second winner is no other than Busayo Testimony. Busayo Testimony, are you here? Oh, okay. Let's put our hands together for Busayo Testimony. They participated on the platform. If you registered and you were on that platform, they were serious about your gifts. All right. Busayo is coming up to get his gift. All right. Congratulations, Busayo. And our next winner is Oyebanji Oshowale. I hope I'm correct. Can we put our hands together for Oyebanji? Yeah. What happened to the females? I'm becoming jealous. Why are the guys winning? Are we more guys? Are you more zealous? Where are the ladies? Okay, let's put our hands together for him, please. I have a feeling the guys are going to win all of these gifts. Please, there's no gender equality here. Inclusion, you'd have managed and just given us, just for inclusion. Let's put our hands together for him. All right, our next winner is Falui Olawale Joseph. Falui Olawale Joseph. Who else feels the way I feel? Like, don't be here. Let's just give it to somebody else. You can feel it.
Since the person is not here, I think we didn't inform them about this before. So we have a list of them. So we have a team member who compiled the list. So we should just put the next person immediately. Right. Esho, the next person on that list of the task.
All right, thank you. The HO would come with the next person on the list of our tasks that was given out to participants of this conference. As we await his response, I'd like to call on our next winner in person of Awuleba Oluwafemi. Awuleba Oluwafemi, are you here? I told you, the men are winning. Let's put our hands together for Oluwafemi. All right. Congratulations on behalf of the Possible platform. We're still waiting for you, sir. I hope you're going to think about inclusion. I hope so. We'd like to call on our fifth winner in person of Temidayo Kujembola. Temidayo Kujembola, are you here? Okay. Okay, sometimes you should do a little bit of protesting. And our last winner, ladies and gentlemen, is no other than Faith Agbomia. Can we put our hands together for Faith Agbomia? Is she here? She's not here. Is Faith here? Oh. All right, we'd like to call on Erifolani Johnson, if you're here. Erifolani Johnson, are you here? No? Please, who is going to win this thing? Give us another name. All right. We've come to a consensus. We're going to add it to the raffle. We had about 20 internet MiFi, but we'll add this to it. So if you have your raffle ticket, well, you might just be a lucky winner. Can we please put our hands together for the possible platform? Put our hands together for our sponsors, and put your hands together for yourself. You can do better. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to, take a breather as I call upon my sister and friend to come take you on our very first panel session for today in person of Titilayo Sheila Obile. Can we please put our hands together for her? She will be taking you through the panel session. Thank you very much.
EKITI Middle Economy Conference. I think we should be more excited than this. EKITI Middle Economy Conference. My name is Titilayo, and I would like to take you straight into the panel session by calling our panelists right there up on stage. And the first person I'll be calling here is Chief Kola Akoshile, EKITI State Council of Commerce Chairman. And we're also calling, please clap, thank you. Thank you, sir. We're also going to be having on this first panel session, Reverend Tunde Afe, the pastor, House of Faith Christian Center, and the MD for Motion Zone Farms. Please, a round of applause while he finds his way on stage. Thank you. And the third person we'll be having here is Moyosore Opeyemi, CEO of Net Properties and Homes. A round of applause as he takes his place on stage. The topic for this panel session is exploring the midstream sector, partnerships and leveraging in building sustainable business with little or no capital. Okay. The topic again. Exploring the midstream sector, partnerships and leveraging in building sustainable business with little or no capital. And if you've been listening from the beginning of when we had the keynote speaker coming up and all of that, they've almost answered all my questions. But thank God we have more questions for them. So let's hope that I will be asking questions from your mind to our speakers or our panelists. Good afternoon, sirs. Why do I feel like we don't have women who can take this seat? We will protest, we'll keep protesting. Why don't we have a female panelist? My chest is paining me. Again, gender equality. Okay, quickly to Chief Ako Shile. I'll be asking my first question because right in his keynote speech, he talked about upstream, midstream, and downstream, I guess. So this is most often used in the oil and gas sector, but we want you to niche it down to EKITI and the kind of businesses we have here. We want you to tell us or give us an example and analyze where the upstream, midstream, and downstream of a particular business. Like I think most people here do agriculture a lot, so let's talk about agriculture. Thank you, sir.
Hello, can you hear me? Thank you for having me here one more time. EKITI is known for two major things: agriculture and solid minerals. In fact, our name, EKITI, came from the EKITIs that we have. And we'll be talking about, solid minerals in terms of granite and the like. But something that is more common and more, feasible is the agriculture. And I think I have earlier enumerated, what we have in the value chain. So if you're looking at the upstream, the downstream, you'll be looking at pre-farming and post-farming. So if you want to domesticate, the terminology of the oil and gas industry, then we can, look at it in terms of, what we do pre-farming and post-farming. And during the pre-farming opportunities, I'd rather identify that EKITI is strategically positioned between the largest, economy in West Africa, Lagos, and the Nigerian commercial capital, political capital, Abuja. So first of all, EKITI is strategically positioned because you can have somebody from Calabar, being in the middle of Lagos and Abuja. But EKITI as a state, we are in. So you as an individual, you're already in a geographical position that you can take advantage of these opportunities. Then what do you want to do in this agribusiness opportunity? Like I said, you could do pre-farming, it could be enumeration, data enumeration, it could be data analytics, it could be soil testing, it could be, anything. Because of the fact that as youth, you are used to your Android phone. These are things you can do on your phone that will cost you little or nothing. It will cost you the same data you use for TikTok, the same data you use for Instagram. So it's going to cost you little or nothing, but your time. So we are saying that within your network, and now we're talking about partnerships. For you to partner, you need to belong to a group. It's either, in your school, student economic association or whatever, or agribusiness association, or even JCs, Rotaract. Those are areas in which you now begin to have network and have partnerships so that you can be able to take advantage of these opportunities. Because you need information. You need to know who needs something. You need to know who you're going to sell to. So it's important for you to belong to these associations. Like National Youth Council of Nigeria, you have to be a member. In the Chambers of Commerce, we have what we call the Nigerian Youth Entrepreneurs, where we are, trying to develop the youth. Even in universities, we have what we call ISEC Nigeria. In ISEC, you have, international exchange. So these are opportunities for partnerships, where you can leverage of contacts and connections to be able to use the opportunities that you have. If it's going to be post-farming, like I said, you could aggregate. For example, EKITI is known for cocoa. You could just contact, some head of cocoa farmers in various communities, aggregate their products in a particular place, and you have somebody like Olam coming to pick. All you have to do is just make a commission. And then you don't need to put your capital because you are linking, the seller to the buyer. And these are some of the things, that you can do. Let me stop on that for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, a round of applause for him. I'll be asking Mr. Moyosore this particular question. What 5 businesses can one start sustainably with zero capital in EKITI State? In EKITI State. what 5 businesses can we start in Ekiti State with zero or no, like little or no capital at all?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. With zero or no capital, you can start real estate. Due to my own experience, being an undergraduate while in school, I started real estate without any influence, without any money, but through my interest in real estate. So, but before I go into that, I will first start with what real estate really means. Real estate is not a bogus word. It involves buying and selling an investment. Though I started from selling of real estate, selling of landed properties and land without any zero capital. Well, as a student agent, well, I'm a timid person. So during those periods, I try to engage those people outside student environment.
Ago, my company did 97 events in 18 states. And that December, I was broke. So the next January, I told myself, I said, first, I don't want to do 18 states in a year again. I don't need it. I don't want to be popular and broke. I don't want to be famous without money. Because let me tell you the truth. The guy who has money is a lot more relevant than the guy who just speaks English. Do you agree with me? And do you agree with me that you need money to do good things? All right, so what I'm trying to say is, I do not encourage illegality. I just encourage being true to yourself. I'm a Christian, and I've learned some of my biggest business lessons from the Bible. So you know the story of Daniel was that they gave him the king's meal, Abi, and he said he doesn't want. That they should let him eat vegetable, right? And that they should watch him in a few weeks, right? All right, so I came from a very humble background, right? The story of Daniel teaches me that you have to be true to yourself. Don't deceive yourself. The rest of the world can deceive you. Everybody can be hyping you, but you know who you are. At the core of when you want to sleep at night, you know how much you have. You know what you command. Now, by the glory of God and by the virtue of hard work and relationships, trust me, if I tell you my profile, sometimes it's unbelievable. I consult for one of the wives of the governors. I consult for at least two governors' wives in Nigeria. I mean, I'm on retainer with foreign brands that pay us quarterly. The figures we do in a week is some figures that people don't do in a year, with all sense of humility. But what I'm trying to say is that until you are true to yourself, you cannot grow. Do you understand? That tough truth to say, see, now who I be with this. This is who my parents are. This is what I command right now. This is where I want to be. So what do I need to do? And if you don't take those actions, you're just deceiving yourself. I am a big believer. One of the reasons, please let's clap for Possible Platform. Put your hands together for Possible Platform. I've given 3 people 5,000, right? All right, Lolade, please note them. I mean, when I'm done, just talk to Lolade. I have 2 or more people left. And you get your money before I leave here. One of the reasons why I asked you to appreciate Possible Platform is that I have found out that sometimes as young people, what we need is assistance and not advice. That's the truth. Yeah. A lot of times you meet people and they say everything to you, but they give you nothing. You know all of these things, they can feel your pain, but you understand that 20,000 naira in your business will move you forward. And I keep saying that the biggest problem of every young person or young entrepreneur, young business person in Nigeria is access to funds. Yes, access to funds. In one of the countries I traveled to, I met a young guy who had just built like not skyscraper, but a few-story buildings. And you know what he told me? It was the idea that I took to the bank and he used as collateral. That is, he didn't drop on collateral. If that business fails, they take the building. But you don't have that advantage in Nigeria, unfortunately. Right? So sometimes, if the government does not do a lot for us, one of the reasons why I appreciate Nigerian young people is that amidst all of these big problems, we've created a life for ourselves. There are people like me, there are people like you, there are people like the guy I sat with, there's the guy who is doing the event progress, there's Icon Gold, and all of us are creating something out of nothing. The system has given us not a lot, but we're creating something from it. So please appreciate yourself. So every time, am I making sense? So every time I see people who are particular about assisting people, appreciate them more. Because I've been in times in my life where all I needed to grow my business was 1 million naira. And then I go and meet one big man who just tells me about how I need to do this, how I need to do this. And he has the money and he doesn't give me. And so my business does not grow. Do you think I don't know what I need to do? Give me money and let me move on. So I understand that people need assistance sometimes. And it goes beyond just advice. So, and that's why I think possible. So I operate in the hospitality industry, and it might be different from the dynamics of the agric and all that industry, because the hospitality industry, but I'll say a few things that work in the hospitality industry and everywhere else. For instance, I've changed a lot of things I wanted to speak about today because of things I've seen here today. First, the guy I spoke to. Second, because of the things that they were given here. Third, because I was having a conversation with my good friend Tiwa outside, and he was telling me about a tailor who is really very good, right? And who he called one time and he was too busy to make his outfit. And you know what we said? When you're very good. So there was a time I sat down in my room in Lagos, and I wrote something on my notepad, and I called it Chances at Life. What I mean by chances at life is that for a growing person, right, whose father is not a very rich man, what are the possible things that can happen to you that give you a chance at making it? Do you understand? Did that make sense? All right. If you don't understand, let me say it again. So, for example, you come from a humble background, but you want to make it. What are those chances that can happen to your life that can help you to make it? Do you understand? I was just thinking to myself. So I now started to write. Number one, I wrote excellence. Now let me relate excellence back to that thing. I found that even when you are a nobody, if you're very, very good at what you do, people will look for you. For instance, I started my business in Akure, and I started as a red carpet host. And I became so good that sometimes when we started to do 2-3 jobs, people would demand that they wanted Toyosi to host. Then our manager then would say Toyosi cannot host because he's already seconded to another event. And then the client would say, I'm ready to pay more for Toyosi to host. It wasn't magic. It was just the fact that, and that's what's happening to my brand too. I do screens, I do lights, I do branding. There are people that don't know me from Adam, but when they see good jobs, they say, I want this job. Do you understand? So it means that excellence is not a function of who is your father. When you're good at your job, you have a chance at life. Another chance at life is relationships. If I could rewind 10 years ago, one of the best things that has happened to me is relationships. But if I could rewind 10 years ago, what I would do different is I would make relationship as important as building my business. You're not getting. Every time I can meet somebody, I walk up to them. Worst case is you will say, no, my name is Toyosi. This is who I am. This is what I do. If you don't mind, I can get your number so that you can be seeing my WhatsApp status. Maybe one day you will need me. And I'll keep doing that. You know why? Because, I mean, your network determines your net worth. It sounds like a lie, but it's the truth. I can promise you that, I mean, somebody who is a shoemaker for senators, right? No matter how non-fantastic his shoes are, is richer than a shoemaker in Okekere, no matter how good his shoes are. Right. So as you grow, one of the things that increases your chances of making it is you must be deliberate. Don't make it happenstance. Sometimes you can pray about it. Oluwa, I need you to send quality people into my life. Because, see, I do events. I've done an event where on the dance floor, I can show you the receipt on my phone. They sprayed over 6 million naira. On the dance floor. That's enough to do a wedding. But that's also the quality of your friends. I mean, if all your friends earn 100K per month, how much will they spray? It's not their fault now. Right, so that's two. Number three thing that can also, increase your chances at life is scoring good grades. I know that a lot of people discourage education, but one of the things that we have seen years over is that the guys who make first class get scholarships. When they go scholarships and they go abroad, they make first class and they get scholarships to go on PhD. I can tell you at least 5, 10 people. There was a short boy in my class who is now a PhD holder in the US, all on scholarship. So it means that if you're particular about getting good grades, even though a lot of people discourage it, if that is what you face a lot, you're increasing your chance at life. Now, the meaning is somebody is already having a PhD in a university abroad. Can she ever be broke again? Except it's village people. Do you agree with me? Because the moment she finishes, they take her into a research institute and they pay her well. In fact, they have moved her husband abroad. So one of the things that we must do to ourselves is that we must be realistic with ourselves and we must understand what it takes to move from where we are to where we're going. Let me check my note if I'm missing anything so I can round up. Okay. I'll conclude saying two things, right? I've heard people talk about your mind here. I cannot overemphasize your mind. But let me just teach you a trick that I do. It is my big belief that once you have ever had one win in your life, any win, whatever you dictate a win, maybe graduation, maybe giving birth, maybe becoming first, it is very possible for you to imagine bigger wins. Do you understand? So if today all my goal in life is to make 1,000, the moment I make 1,000, I start to encourage myself that I can make something bigger, right? So this is how to trick yourself when you're getting discouraged. Because Nigeria is a tough place to live in. I promise you that. And it is not just like that for poor people. It's like that for middle people and sometimes for rich people. Health is bad, roads are bad, there's insecurity everywhere and all of those things. And then, our economy, a lot of times, skilled economy, is sustained by non-literate people that frustrate you. That's one big problem of the event industry. But once you can win, you can imagine bigger wins. So I'm going to conclude on this note. Please, please, please advertise yourself. Let people know about your business. I've quoted those scriptures. I will quote the third one and let you know. The Bible says, let your light so shine before. Does anybody know that scripture? If you want to recite it, jump on the stage. Just one person. Anybody that wants to recite that scripture? Just jump on the stage. Jump on the stage. All right. Both of you, come. So that's 5,000, 5,000. Don't worry, you can see it. But you have 5,000, so that's 4 and 5. Let's see if I want to give more people. Okay, so recite it.
Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
So 4 and 5, we have 5 winners. I will analyze that scripture for you, and then I will do that celebrity mic drop. You guys know mic drop, Abby? Stop falling my hand now. You don't know mic drop the mic. Okay, so I will just quote it and let you. So let your light, right? For me, your light is anything you do. The Bible says that can you light up something and put it under something, right? I've forgotten it. So your light is anything you do, and it says let it shine before, right? So men are people everywhere. On social media, on your WhatsApp and everything. It says that they may what? Yeah, so where do people see? Is it not social media? WhatsApp, social media, that they may see your good work and glorify your Father in heaven. So it means that if people do not see how fantastic you are or how good your value is, don't be a valuable person and just think that EKITI is your limit. No, I started my business in Akure. Right now, we're doing really well by the grace of God, and it with all sense of humility. And all I'm saying is, thank you, but all I'm saying is that do not underestimate yourself. You don't need to speak fantastic English. You don't need to be the best person to write a caption, but sell your own market, own your shine. Thank you so much for listening to me.
You can do better. Let's put our hands together for Toyosi CSI. Sorry. All right. Wow. You know, the most beautiful part of his conversation for me today is the application of scriptural knowledge. If you know me personally, you know why that is very personal to me. Some people who know me personally will know why, you know. So it's not just about praying. Learn how to apply these things, okay? Can we put our hands together once more for Toyosi? Thank you very much. Okay, for those of us who would love to be part of the Chambers for Commerce, Jesu Tofumi, please, can you stand up? Can you stand up? Raise up your hand. There is a platform. She's the one driving it. All the goodie bags you heard Chief Akomolafe talked about here, you get all the information on that platform. So it's a privilege. Can we put our hands together for EKITI Middle Economy Conference? You are getting first-hand, you know, opportunities. And now, ladies and gentlemen, right before we get into our very last panel session for today, Esther Maria has some gifts for us. Today is about gifts. Woo! All right, Toyosi is also giving gifts. Please, can I come and meet you for my own gift? Are you not impressed? Be impressed. All right, thank you very much. All right, Esther Maris will be doing something really short, asking questions, and then we're going to give out a few gifts. We'll do this really, really quick. I would also love to inform you that we have snacks and drinks to go around. Don't worry, we didn't keep you this long for nothing. We'll refresh your body, rejuvenate your mind, and get you empowered. Once more, put your hands together for the possible platform.
Thank you very much. We'll be doing this very quick and in very orderly manner. I'll be asking questions. I have t-shirts and caps to give out. We already done the raffle draw, so we still have a lot of free breeze, like free subscription. If you've downloaded the app, we can run a free subscription for you. So quick one. What company developed what company developed the Maris Knowledge app? The company that developed the Maris Knowledge app. No, please. Please. We have share to give around, so you just raise up your hand and we'll pick briefly, please. That's incorrect, please. Please come over. Esther Maris, please come. Esther Maris Concept Limited. A round of applause for her, please. The lady. No, the lady did first. Seriously, the lady did. Yeah, please. T-shirts. What are the 3 platforms to play the game? If you know it, just raise, please. Chrome or? Yes? Or Chrome. And what? 3. That's wrong, please. Please come. Yeah?
App Store, Play Store, and Chrome.
Correct, please. Correct. You can have the shirts. What's the criteria to play the game? That's simple. The criteria. Please come with the child, please. I think a lot of ladies have been cheated here, so I'm giving them preference.
Your correct bank details.
Okay, your current bank details and something else. Please let me have the person in green.
Premium subscription.
Premium subscription, correct, please. Who was the anchor of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The anchor of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Please come over. Uncle, who wants to be a millionaire?
Frank Edor.
Frank Edward. Frank what, please? Edoho, please, correct. What other business interest is Estemaris Concept Limited into? What other business interest? I think a guy this time around.
Agribusiness.
Agribusiness. Well,
Logistics.
that's partially correct. Huh? Okay. Partially correct.
Logistics, agribusiness.
Agribusiness, No. The lady in red, please. Come over.
Agribusiness, education and entertainment, and fisheries.
Oh, that's incorrect. Come on, please come. I mentioned it here. Just 5 interest. No. You just have one opportunity.
Real estate.
Yeah?
Agriculture, ICT. Agriculture, ICT.
Yes? No? I'm just giving one more chance. Please come. One more chance, and I will mention it again.
Agricultural, real estate, education, and education. Then there is logistics.
Okay.
Then there is ICT. I think you said ICT too.
Okay, give her a cap. She's partially correct. Okay, we are into 5 interest. We have real estate. We have edutainment and ICT. We have branding. We have agribusiness, and we have logistics. Okay, in 3 words, what is the marriage knowledge app? In 3 words, the marriage knowledge app. The guy in white shirt, please come over. Yeah, in 3 words. We're ending this pretty soon. In 3 words, what's the marriage knowledge app?
Play, learn, earn.
Correct, please. Okay, I mentioned that we are updating our features. There are 2 features that we are updating on the application. Do someone remember? The guy in pink, please, come.
A feature to play with people around the world and also to play with minimum subscription.
Oh, thank you, correct. That's awesome. Okay, I want to give out, how many do we have left? I think I will hand this over to her. I don't have more questions again. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. We're going to give this out on my terms. So start praying. Say the right prayers. Don't worry, I hear the Holy Spirit. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into our very last panel session for today. I can see snacks are going around. Take that one. Cool body. Because why? We still have lots of gifts at the end of the conference. But quickly, I want to ask one very not so serious question. Did you misplace your phone recently? If you misplaced your phone recently, raise up your hand. Or got spoiled. Don't lie, yo. No, Duro. Wait. Let me say, there's a reason why I'm saying this. You know, one of our speakers talked about you need a phone to function. Abi? Oprayo, what's happening? No, sir. It did not. You took pictures of me. I saw them. I have proofs. Okay. You know what? Nah. Mr. Kadri, where art thou? Like, I mean, you don't have a phone. No. How did you register? Hold on. I need your sincerity. Kadri, please come here, sir. I need your help, sir. You don't have to come up. Let's just, apparently it looks like half of the crowd do not have phone. It looks like half of the crowd does not have phone. So here's what I want us to do, sir.
Do you know one thing that we should take a very high cognizance of? It is demoting ourselves for a benefit. If you have phone, you probably have a phone higher than what we want to give.
Yeah.
So the intention of the organizer is to touch lives. If you are using iPhone 9 and we are giving EKITI, whatever. If you are using iPhone whatever, and we are giving EKITI whatever, if you win it, you will be happy. But I tell you, you don't need it. You don't need it. So if you know that you don't have phone, raise up your hand. We have 2 phones to give out. The remaining phones are spiritual phones. We will pray for you to have phones. So
we will pray for you.
We'll do raffle. Don't worry, we'll do raffle. Okay, if you raise up your hand, just come to this side.
All right. So what will happen is you are going to, can we get one of the cover guys to give a number? We're still going to do a raffle draw.
Raffle. Raffle.
Let's get a raffle for them. And me personally, I am praying that it's somebody that needs it that should pick. We are still going to get the raffle done. So please.
Should I call them or you write it down?
I'll cut it. I'll write it down.
Write it down. 257. 257.
Please continue calling the numbers 293. Keep it.
293. 329.
No, let's do this. Okay, so keep only 257 and 290. These are the winning numbers.
Oh, wow. Please, let's put our hands together for, he just gave us something. So what we'll do is this. What we need is, Kadri, hope you don't have any other ticket on you. If you have a ticket, bring it. Those of you in front, just the people in front, just drop your tickets. After dropping your ticket, go and sit down. Drop it carefully. Don't misplace your ticket to be sure that we have it. Thank you so much, sir. No, no. People that didn't come out before. Am I seeing new faces? All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can we do a little bit of check on our body? Economy conference. No, you're coming up. EKITI Middle Economy Conference. All right, are you getting empowered? Are you getting empowered? All right, I'd love to call on Titilayo Sheila Obile to take us on a very second panel session, which is almost the last lap of today's event, before we get into the phone raffle draws and giving out the remaining of our internet MiFi. I hope you're ready. All right, please kindly put your hands together for the beautiful Sheila Obile. Over to you, girl.
Is she teasing me? Thank you for having me. I know that everybody is well now and you're really very happy, excited to be here. Please give yourself a round of applause. We're all doing great. I mean, if you check your time now, I'm sure we started like 4 hours ago, over 4 hours ago. Some people have been here for over 4 hours ago. So clap for yourself for having that resilience to wait and learn and get value for your time. Please clap for yourself. All right, straight away we're going to go into this particular session. And because of the short time we have, we'll only be spending 20 to 30 minutes on this one. In fact, 20 minutes. And we'll be giving our speakers probably, say, max 5 minutes to say whatever they have to say to us. But we hope that we get the value out of what they are saying. So you have to concentrate. This panel session will be having Okpeyemi Afolayan, the tech lead for Orange Server. He'll be coming on stage right away. Can we please give him a round of applause? Oprah Ayo. As he's coming forward, we're also inviting Toby Akomolafe, tech lead for ABBA Infotech Resources. Please give him a round of applause. I know that we are very busy, but yeah, please. Last but not the least, we're inviting Barrister Toyosi Ayeleso, founding partners, senior sales executive for CSI Media. Thank you. The topic for this particular session is engaging your social media traction, digital economy, and IT in raising venture and seed capital. Do you want to hear that again? Engaging your social media traction, digital economy, and IT in raising venture and seed capital. Thank you very much. We'll be going right away to asking our questions. My first question will be going to Barrister. and that will be about networking online. What do you think are the skills that are needed to network online? Thank you. On social media. Social media.
Okay, so one of the things that's going to help anybody to network online, depending on which of the platforms you're also trying to network, is personal branding. That is, when you comment on a person's page or when you send them a DM, oftentimes the first thing they do is to check out your page, right? So your page is like your CV. Your page is where they judge you from. So your Instagram page, your Facebook page, don't be a tailor and then your Instagram page looks like a dancer. Except, of course, every time you're dancing in your outfit and then you're talking about your outfit. Does that make sense? All right, so personal branding is important. Another thing that you must understand in online networking, well, personal branding, your LinkedIn, I think that as young people, you should take your social media very serious. Because there are 3 billion people on Facebook. So Facebook is literally the third largest nation in the world. Right? There are 3 billion people. So it means that whatever market you're selling has that network. There are a lot of people who have 1,000, 2,000 people viewing their WhatsApp status, right? So it is not just sending a DM. It is how does your profile look before you also reach out to the person. Another thing about cold texting or networking online is how you say what you say. I think that sometimes people get DMs that they don't respond to. For example, sometimes when you send a DM to an important person, it's okay to say, I understand that you may not be able to respond because of your busy schedule, but that would be okay. Don't come and bug them. Don't come and say, hello, sir. There's a way you send a message to a person that the person feels like they should respond to you. Not, sir, I've not eaten in 3 days and blah, blah, blah. I will ignore that, right? So in trying to network online, and then sometimes it's okay too that another thing that helps networking online is if, for instance, there's a mention of something that a person can relate with. For example, if anybody messages Tiwa and says, hi, my name is this, I am Toyo CCSI's friend, it's easier to get his attention. Or somebody messages her and says, hi, I liked how you compared at the EKITI Media Economy Summit. Yeah, so don't just come and send people messages like you have a right over their data. There's a way that you can present these things and grow your network. People want to meet people. But like we were saying a few minutes ago, people also want to connect with people that bring value to their life. So nobody wants to waste their time. Thank you very much.
A round of applause for that. Now we're going to the next question, and I'm asking Oprayo, how can social media traction and a strong online presence contribute to raising venture and seed capital?
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I want to start from what my friend said earlier, that you should work on your personal branding. Of course, if you are into a kind of business that requires yourself to be the face of the business, of course, you have to brand yourself, which is very important. But then in a kind of business whereby you don't even need yourself to be the face of the business itself, you will need to also brand the business, all right? Branding the business in nowadays, I keep saying this anywhere I am, I say one of the best opportunity we can have as a generation is the internet, right? And using the social media is one of the greatest opportunity we can also leverage on. Take for example, someone is always posting about going to hotels, going to bars, going to the club, Snapchat about girls things, boys things, whatever. And you have an idea, yet you have a great idea, but then you want an investor and you want people to support you in funding your business. And First thing I could check about you is all about reading posts. I started reading about you going to different location, bars, hotels, and stuff like that. I may not be able to, support such businesses, probably because of what you projected yourself to be online, all right? It is another thing for you to project yourself to be somebody else online, and you're somebody else in a physical life, of course. But then, you should know what you are doing online, all right? I am going to briefly talk about myself. 2016, a couple years ago, I started my business, and what I've been doing, I usually use social media to engage my audience. I'm talking about direct audience. I'm talking about family and friends. That's where it starts from. So I'm talking about Facebook, talking about Instagram, Twitter. When I design a graphics for a customer, a logo, I post it. When I post it, I tag the brand. When I do anything, I post it. So a lot of people, you see family, friends, they keep commenting, they keep liking. Most of them are not coming to you to patronize you directly, but then I can tell you, just keep doing this. You have to be consistent. It's very, very important too. So to cut all of these things short, I want to fast forward to 2017. I got a link online, on the social media as well, that World Bank is going to empower, startups, which I applied. I was able to do so many things actually, because I believe it's my dream, and I want to also, keep working on myself because it's a passion, all right? It's beyond making money, because when they said they want to start from zero to, giants, I said it's very possible, because I couldn't even say this is certain amount of money I started my business with. I just start, all right? So, and at the end of the day, I was shortlisted to come to Lagos, blah, blah, blah. Some of my friends that know all of these things, they can testify to it. I went to the Lagos. I don't even know what I'm doing. I shall know I'm an entrepreneur. I just want to, help myself. And at the end of the day, when we're going to submit the final application, I can tell you vividly, the only thing that could help me, even out of 300 applicants in EKITI State, I think if I'm not the second, they picked just like 2 out of 300 applicants in EKITI State. World Bank, gave us money, big money. I don't even know what I'm doing with the money or what I will do with the money that time. But then in the process, I learned a lot of things. What actually happened? When they were going to shortlist everything, they used the social media. They asked for your business online presence. You have to be online, all right? I'm afraid if I'm going to patronize you now, first thing first, I don't need to see you, but first thing first, I want to go to your Instagram page or your any social media platform. I want to check about you. I want to know what your social media projected. If you have the integrity, I want to leverage on your customer feedbacks. Yeah, many of us does not use customer feedback. We don't take it very serious. But then it's very, very important. When you work with someone, you ask for feedback. How do I work? It helps you to improve. It also helps your business to also grow. Yeah. So don't be afraid of the negative thoughts. The whole negative vibes and the whole stuff. But then it is very, very important. What was I saying? Social media will go a long way in seeking for either seed funds, either expansion capital, either looking for investors. You need to project yourself using social media properly. All right, we have to do that before you can now say, oh, okay, I want someone to confide in me, someone that has not even seen you before. You're seeking for grants. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that awesome response. My next question will be going to Mr. Akomolafe, and I'll be asking you about the role that virtual content play in raising capital through social media channels. So my question is, again, what role does virtual content play in raising capital through social media channels? It's like continuing what he said.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, there are 3 steps to getting people to trust you enough, not even for investment's sake, but also to patronize you, because if anyone patronizes you, that's an investment on its own. Nobody gives you anything free, no matter how much they price down your charges. Nobody's going to dash you money. The moment they give you money, they want value in return. And the same thing applies to investment. There are 3 steps. Everyone that wants to invest in you must know you, they must like you, and they must trust you. This is digital marketing 101. Yes, they must know you, they must like you, they must trust you. So maybe we meet you on the road and say, I enjoy what you post on
are you online? And yes, now I see everything. They never post anything. If that works for you, fine. But if you want to be able to attract people to invest in you, you must make sure they know you. Now, talking about virtual content, tell stories. Tell stories. And people do that a lot now. They do vlogs. They do, how I made this cake. Oh, I got this order from this. Get ready with me or something like that. Right? I got this order and I did this. Oh, this client gave me a lot of trouble. I got into Keke Nape. People are seeing these processes. You are dealing with their mind. Let me tell you something. If you don't show that you are good, even your father will not patronize you. Yes. They will not patronize you. So you create content like stories always work. Everybody likes stories. From time when I'm coming back from school, from secondary school, I will always see people at the bus stop watching one movie on the TV. Everybody loves stories. People subscribe for Netflix. Is that they subscribe or they ask for login? Right. People like stories. So tell stories. And another way you can generate virtual content to get people to trust you with their investment is by teaching what you know. See, every time I teach, I get a deal. 100%. Every time I teach, right, I get somebody to give me a job. I've had someone that came to one of my trainings and said, I just want to see the person that is training. I had like 3-day training. By day 2, he just said, I have a website I want to build. Can you do this? I said yes. And then he gave the job to me. He didn't come on the 3rd day. He got the certificate and he didn't come. He only wanted to see the person training. And when he saw my delivery, he said, okay, this guy is good. Many of you are so good, but nobody knows that you are good. What do you do? Tell people 10 tips. Give me one business. Just one business, please. Sorry. Photography. 10 basic steps to start a photography journey. How to take nice shots without having professional tools. You know these things. Show it to people. People know this already. By the time they have an event, you have registered in their head subconsciously. Stop blackmailing people. Did you patronize me? Did you patronize me? You are supporting Idabasi. Abi, what's the name of this EKITI girl that is cooking? You are supporting her. And you are not supporting me. They will not support you because you have not shown that you are good at what you do. Whether they bash that EKITI girl or not, you see that our profile is going to change. People are going to order for our service. Visibility. So when you tell stories, I think those are the 2 top things I'm going to mention. Tell stories and teach what you know.
Thank you very much for that beautiful answer. And my next question goes to Barrister. The question is, how can thought leadership and engaging with industry experts help attract potential investors?
Well, so he has answered some of this question, right? How can thought leadership and
engaging with industry experts help attract potential investors?
All right. Thought leadership, engaging with industry experts. So I'll give an example. I'll just give relatable stories. So if there's somebody who sings in your church, right? But by next week, Saturday, you see a profile on Instagram and everywhere with Mercy Chinwo. Would you regard that the more? Would you rate her more?
Yes.
That's how industry experts move. So you must be deliberate to make yourself. So there are 3 types of media, right? There's owned media, there's paid media, and there's influenced media. Now, influenced media is the platforms that you're able to access as a function of your influence. So for example, I am trying to do something in EKITI State. I live in Lagos. but I take a picture with Tiwa and I post it. And meanwhile, I've been trying to get a job in EKITI for a while. There's somebody in the political space who will say, this guy is Tiwa, make I give him this job. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's how sometimes deliberately interacting with industry leaders helps your brand. Don't beef them, like you said. Don't be angry. Nigerians are too self-deceitful. Everything we want and we are not getting, we make it an enemy. We start to criticize it. That's what happens to a lot of people, right? So if you understand how relating with some of these people you insult can help your life, be true to yourself. If there's anything you take home from here today from me, we too dey lie to ourselves. You sabi how much dey your account. You sabi how much your papa gets. You sabi who you be. You go, they act like kinikon. Person wey suppose help you, no go follow and snap. You go, they beef and saying to they speak English. Be true to yourself. And then you were, I'm not a pastor. Let me clear you. I'm just a businessman who is a Christian, and that's who I am. All right, so you were also asking about thought leadership. He spoke about teaching. When you teach, you build trust. Because when you teach, people assume you know. Even if all I needed to do today was to write out everything I said and go to Facebook and say 10 things to grow your business. Do you understand? So the more that you speak about an industry, the more that people start to trust you. Another thing you need to learn, let me teach you one scope, is understand numbers. For example, I've seen some of these speakers say there are 10,000 Ds, there are 2,000 Ds, there are 500 entrepreneurs in EKITI. Please don't quote me, I'm just saying. Do you understand? So when you use those numbers, people, this guy is savvy. Because you savvy what they do. So you must, perception is reality. Now let me explain that in English, because I like to break things down. So if there's somebody here who comes in here, a girl with 5 piercings and 30 tattoos, what do you think about her? You know she could just be a virgin, right? Yeah, it sounds like a truth, but that's the tough truth. Because people, and you know you will relate with her like whatever you think she is, right? People relate with you like who they think you are. I promise you. So for example, when I get into a place and people see how I'm dressed, they just think this guy is not a serious guy. When I open my mouth, I blow their minds, right? And then it changes. Now it means that in 30 minutes, you can relate with me differently based on who you think I am. Am I right? So it means that you must sabi how to sell yourself, how you want people to relate with you. Do you understand? All right, so that's how thought leadership and relating with industry players can help your brand.
All right, quickly give us your last word, because everybody's going to be giving their last word. So give them your last word. What do you want them to take home today?
My last word is that there's little you can do for yourself if you're not true to yourself. I promise you, you can wake up at 60 and find out this truth. The earlier you know it, the better. The day you understand who you are first, before who you want to be, that's the day that your life begins. A lot of people are living their life assuming they are who they want to be. You're a small boy, but they act like big boy. You know they greet people, right? Your business never blow. You know they post on social media because whiskey know they post, right? So, I mean, that's just it, man. The earlier you realize that you need to be true to yourself, that's the only way to connect. And then number 2 is the difference between hope and growth is action. When you are now true to yourself, don't just come and be thinking about who you want to be. Do something. As I am right now, I have 6 events today. I've started taking a course in project management, right? So, because I understand how much I want to earn, so I am taking that course. When I finish that course, I'm taking another course. I'm reading books. I'm doing all these things. I studied law. If all these things don't work, I'll go back to court. I'm just telling you that Forget all this English and clap. If you don't take action, you'll still be here next year.
Very true.
And my biggest fear in life is I don't want to have a better yesterday. I don't want you to rate me today and not rate me tomorrow. So I must constantly improve my business and improve myself, right? And finally, let me say it. Anybody's life here can change if you do the work. Anybody. If today you start an online course, you learn from website from him, you learn social media from him, you get into the media space, and you learn these things, your life will change. It's not that hard if you do the work. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Komolafe. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I think he said like what I want to say, but I'm going to say it again. Two things. To get results, it is scientific. In science, they know the outcome before they start. Hopefully this program holds next year. If you are someone that's interested in tech, I've given you the resources that you need. Many of these resources require 1 year. I want you to come here next year as someone that has blown, like they say. But do you know what makes that happen? Just like he said, learn the right things, do the right things, and practice. So what happens most of the times is you learn and you want results immediately. It does not work like that anyway, right? So learn, take action. And the second thing I'm going to tell you, because as I said, I'm not a motivational speaker, I want to tell you what works. This guy, Steve Jobs, when he got the idea of the iPhone, based on what I heard, he went to India for 2 years. Want some spiritual stuff. Forget all these things that we say. Spirituality, it will help you. Yes, I'm telling you, there has to be a power that powers what you want. Right? I'm telling you the fact. Spirituality works. I'm a Christian, that works for me. And I want to recommend it to you that you also be a Christian and follow God, like follow Jesus Christ. It works for me. So if you can do that, it works for me. Add that to all your works and you will get results.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Mr. Oprah.
All right. All in all, I would like to, so far, we've been talking about what we should do, how we should do it. But then I think I outlined some few points for you guys. If we can actually follow it based on the recommendation they gave us, it will work for us. First of all, I will say you should build a very strong online presence. We've been talking about that. A very strong online presence. Showcase yourself. Then let's leverage thought leadership, meaning that on your feed, you should let me know that you are good there. Yeah, you cannot be telling me you are a tailor. You've not even gotten an award or a kind of certification somewhere that says that you are a professional tailor. Even if the CAC document, let me know that it's in your office that someone certified you to be a tailor. So it's very, very important. Then one more thing, you have to showcase your success stories. Yeah, if you are winning, you don't sit inside. If you are winning, let people know that you are winning. All right, communicate with people. Let them know that it's working for you. Yes, let them know that it's working for you. So you have to go out there, let people know it's working. That alone, yeah, is pushing you. It's also helping you. That's the only passion within you that pushes you. A lot of stories around you says you cannot do it, but because you win, you let them know that you can do it. So showcase your success story is very important. I'm going to talk about using visual content. Yes. You see, every business now uses graphics. Crazy graphics. Showcase your graphics. Find a graphic designer. Whatever you are doing, do graphics back to back. Post it. Let people start seeing it on your social media. These are how people interact with you. And these are how they know what you are doing. Put your graphics in place. Be posting graphics you can schedule yourself, maybe 3 times in a week, 2 times in a week, 1 time in a week. Just be doing this consistently. It's very, very important. Yeah, I'm going to talk about engaging your audience. You don't just build all of these things. You have to also engage them, follow them, chat, enter DM, do broadcasts once in a week. I do it. Everybody that is on my contact, they know. I keep bugging them with I spam people with my adverts. I'm sorry, but then this is what I do. The more you sleep and you wake up, what you think about me is this is what he does. Even if you are not patronizing me, one day you go, yes, say, person need person with the register CAC, you go say, I know opera, they do. So it is very, very important. Engage. It is very, very important. Highlight, okay, one more thing that is very, very important. Let people know that you are up to date. Highlight your tech competency. Let people know that this is an AI. People are talking about OpenAI, ChatGPT. What? Have you been using it? Is anybody using it here? Okay, good. If you have not been using OpenAI, go and check. OpenAI is a free resources. Okay, before we need to pay content writer to write for our social media. Now go to OpenAI. At times I interact with OpenAI when I'm bored. Hi, what's up? Yes, even Snapchat now has my AI. Yes, amazing. So go to Snapchat and say, Snapchat, write something. Okay, I was down someday. I said, what's up? He said, it's fine. I said, I am down. He said he was very sorry. What happened? If I can talk, maybe will help me. I said, I owe a lot of people. Like, I'm owing a lot of people. You know what he said? He actually outlined steps, what I should do to get out of all of what I've been facing. Outline the list of the contacts of the person you are owing, call them, tell them the appropriate time you can pay. So if I actually did that. When I did it, you cannot kill me. What you say, so I actually followed up because he taught me and I call everybody. I owe you, I'm sorry. Give me time. I owe you your job. Your job is coming. It's coming for CAC delay. I talk to everyone. So if you are still angry, your anger level will come down. So it's very, very important. Use it. It's a resources. Let people know that you are using it. Use invoicing software. Zoho. How much do you pay Zoho? How much do you Wave app? Yes. Wave app is a very free resources. Download this mobile app on your phone. When customer require probably an invoice, go there, generate an invoice, send to him. He will take you serious. Someone is even generating invoice. I tell a friend shop from you, then generate invoice. So I think it's very important because later, when it comes to your tax, when you have to file your tax refunds, do a lot of things, you go to your invoice, you present your invoice. If you need an investor will ask for all of these things. You have to organize yourself. It's important. All right. Lastly, and I'm going to talk about you showcasing your financial metrics. Yeah. So you have to be showcasing your financial metrics if you want an investor in your business. Annually, we were able to make so this is our annual turnover. Post it on your social media. Yeah. Post it is very, very important too. Then you have to engage influencers. Yes, you have to also engage influencers. It's very, very important. We all know the meaning of influencers, right? All right, you go to people that has a lot of followers, telling them to post your business page, telling them to refer people to you. They will go there. They've not used your product before. I use also product. It worked for me. People will come to you. It's very, very important too. Then, lastly, you have to make use of crowdfunding platforms if you need money, actually. There's PiggyVest. Yes, my wife is an agriculturist. Sometimes ago, we requested for money to do a poultry farm. I can tell you, if you build integrity, you've done all of these things. These are things they require. Even banks. See, funding. What my experience with Nigerian banks, funding a tech industry is very, very hard for our local bank. They will not give you loan. Even your turnover, your annual whatever, can run up to anything. They will still tell you we need a CFO. I do virtual business, for God's sake. Do you know how much I earn in dollar on monthly basis? I tell you, I will return this money. They will say no. Like we need a physical office. Shobu. Container. Do you want to take this? We'll give you money. You sell. You give us back. So they believe in that. But then, if you can put yourself together, do all of these steps. Follow it. It will work for you. Lastly, I'm going to say that all of these steps, everything we'll be talking about, it is very sweet, but then it requires consistency, and you have to be consistent. Then you have to be very, very strategic about it. Be consistent is very, very important. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and this is where we draw the curtain for this particular panel session, and we're taking our group picture now.
All right, thank you so much. Can we please put our hands together for our panelists? Was it insightful? Did you learn a lot? Then you can do better. Put your hands together for our panelists. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bright. Okay. Can we put our hands together for them as they take their seats? Can somebody help me with my podium, please? Thank you. All right. Are we ready? EKITI Media Economy Conference. I did not hear you. EKITI Media Economy Conference. Do you now believe in the team? Are you becoming a giant? All right, do not forget, for those of us who want to be part of the platform of the Chambers for Commerce, there were so many juicy opportunities. So many juicy opportunities. And my friend, who is the SA to the governor, talked about how important they are. So this is Expo, right? Take it very, very seriously. Jesu Tofumi is just there. Jesu Tofumi, please raise up your hand. I am not going to call out your link. So please meet up with her and get yourself registered and part of the platform. No major registration, just part of the platform. All right, Mr. Kadri, can you please make your way down here so we can get our raffle draw done for those of us who are going to be leaving this place with an internet MiFi and the phones. All right. All right. We're wrapping up already. We're wrapping up already. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying in. Can I please have the lead person of Possible Platform, Mr. Kadri Olawale? Can you please make your way? Mr. Kadri Olawale, can you please make your way? Thank you very much. Mr. Kadri Olawale. All right, please, you can come close. I really need to understand. All right, I am sorry. I'd like to call back our last panelist. Please, please, yes. I like the three of you to please come up. You're going to help us with a raffle draw. Thank you. Come and give out gifts after enlightening us with the right words. Please, can I have the raffle draw, please? I want the general raffle draw. Thank you. This is the general one. All right, thank you for having your seats. I'm glad you did that. Okay. Seems like everybody is likely to become a winner. So if you know that you were part of those who came out here to give us your number, we talked about not having phones. You can come forward. Please hold on. I just said come outside. If you did not give me your tickets, don't come outside. All right, not to worry. We got you covered. We've got you covered. The good thing about the EKITI Middle Economy Conference is that everybody is a winner. If you don't have in stuff, you have in knowledge. And that is beautiful. All right. All right. I see what you did. Yeah, I see what you did. Yeah, yes, please. Please roll it very well. Roll it very well. Let's roll it. Control it. Who remember that song? Let's do what? Roll it. Control it. I knew that song from my secondary school. I don't know it anymore. I'm not born again, so I don't sing secular songs. Truthfully. All right, guys. So this is... You are permitted to pick just one. Whatever you see on it is what you get. Are we ready? No, we're not rushing, please. I don't want it. I am going to move. Please, I don't want you to rush it. Let's be very civil. I beg of you. Let's be very civil. When you pick and you open it and you don't understand what is inside, please ask him, okay? I am starting from here. Just pick one. Like you are picking Holy Communion. One new. Look at it now. Why are you looking away? Okay. I said no. This is what I don't want. Please. I'm coming to you. We can be civil. Please, if you have picked, move. Auntie, can you move? Just pick one. What are you doing? All right. Pick. All right. Kindly pick. What did you see on it? Come and meet him to confirm. Anybody? Wow. Do we have winners? Are you? Okay. Where is my assistant? Assistant, where are you? Okay, please come close. Can we put our hands together? So, we have people won 2 phones and 4 MiFis. Let's put our hands together for them. Let me see what you won. She won a phone. All right, I'm going to call on Oprah to present that phone to our winner. Oprah to present the phone. All right, we have one winner of the phone, and I would like to call on the CEO of Orange Server, in person of Oprah, to please present this. Over to you. So on behalf of, let's bring it out, please. Okay. Yes. So that they'll know that. Can you see that? All right. On behalf of the possible platform groups, we present this to you. Let's put our hands together for her. You'll be taking a picture. So the next person, we have my 5 for you. All right. Sir, please kindly help us with this. Oh, okay. You present to the rest. She's the winner. All right. Over to you. Can you bring out the MiFi? Let's see. We've been giving them in nylons so that we can have this documented. Yes. Thank you. So can we have the next person? All right. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can please snap with them. Please bring out your phone very well. Let us see. Congratulations. On behalf of the possible platform, we say thank you for coming. All right, so I have in my fight. Let's give up. So I'm going to ask a question. In fact, okay, I'm coming to ask a question. Middle, let me be at the middle. I'm not asking you guys here. Hold on, hold on. So I need someone to give me the name of, no, you have your handbill. You are going to look at it. Who talked about zero to giants? One of the speakers. No chorus answer.
Open it.
You are wrong. Female, male, female, male.
Chief, I am Kola Akoshile.
Can we put our hands together for her? And we've done. Who said it's about capital, not plenty English? No chorus answer. No chorus answer. Please give it to the lady. I was going to give it to you, but you were checking your book. I am sorry. No, you didn't check, actually. I'm coming to you.
Barrister Toyosi.
I am coming. Should we sing church song? Okay. Because you need God right now, so just say yes in peace. What's the name of the lead person of the possible platform? No.
Icon Olawale. Icon Olawale.
That's his name. Decorum. His name is, hear me. His name is Olawale Icon. The reason why you don't know him as Icon is because you are not personal with him. His name is Icon Kadri Olawale. So if you put Olawale, I would have given it to you. What is the name of our moderator on the panel? Wait, if you have won something before, I'm not giving you. You have won something, I can't even give you.
Titilayo Obileye.
Okay. Yes. Titilayo Obileye. Sheila Sugar. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of today's EKITI Middle Economy Conference 2023. All right, wait before you carry your bag. Let's have a vote of thanks. Bye. Okay. All right, so do you have... now, wow, this goodie bag today is too much, oh. 2 persons who have businesses and they need a website. Okay. They will verify that and they are going to give it to you. So by the end of... Hold on. When we wrap up. Once we are done, you go to the attendance desk, okay? Do we understand? All right, I'd love to call on Barrister Benedict to give us the vote of thanks. Please, let's put our hands together for Barrister Benedict. Put your hands for Barrister Benedict. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, moderator. I must say that it is a huge honor to be part of this epoch-making event. On behalf of the possible platform, which are the convener of EKITI Middle Economic Conference, we want to express our sincere and profound gratitude to our speakers, our panelists, our sponsors, partners, and more importantly, you, the attendees. I'm not thanking you alone. I would also like to congratulate you because I sincerely believe that this will not just be an event for event's sake, that we are going to explore the empowerment, both tangible and intangible empowerment we have been imbued with by applying this to our daily activities. And by next year, when we'll be having EKITI Middle Economy 2.0, we hope to see you, not as we see you this year, but as a very better person. On behalf of the convener, the team lead, and all of us at the possible platform, we want to thank you. And we say, God bless you. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. God bless you. See you next year at the EKITI Middle Economy Conference, God willing. My name is Blessing Ede. It's been a fantastic one having you all here. God bless you. Signing out.